That's funny. What is that?
Where?
There was, those like those hang up frames where it's like mirrors where it got the moon and then it's like the different forms of the moon.
Oh yeah, yeah. We used
They
to
were
have those
like,
mirrors.
and then
the
when
mirrors.
Mina, yeah, when Anais was old enough and she was able to climb on this, she would climb up and then she started ripping them off one at a time, and then
Right.
that's part of the wannabe original paint, but it's not the original paint. It's just something that they plastered, put sealant, and then covered over with paint.
Oh yeah, just the quick band-aid. Yeah, the quick band-aid they put up.
It wasn't even a quick listen. If I explain to you the quick band-aids of this place that happened when I first moved in, holy smokes, you'd be like, bro, I do that shit for free. What are you talking about? They they paid people to do this? No.
Yeah.
They gave somebody a not even renovated apartment just so they could freely live in, just so he can maintain and like fix up the area. But it was never no fixing, just troubleshooting, just small band-aid patches that eventually, you throw enough water on the band-aid, what's gonna happen? Sucker's gonna
just fall right off. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the band-aid ain't look, if you need stitches, you can't put a band-aid over a wound that needs stitches. Like that's the way I look at it too.
Because then it gets infected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deal with this at work all the time where every time I go in and we look at like me and her dad, because we do the cabinets, and like we go in and you'll see like some of the work that some of these people who came in before, whether it was a previous cabinet person or whether it was just like the person that installed the cabinets, because the cabinets aren't even flush, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lip coming off of it, or just in general. And man, I think that it's so funny because it's fitting to the work ethic, right? The work ethic of people.
There we go.
And like the grit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great monologue to open up on.
It's you know what's crazy? Over the years, like, all right, so after the military, I got back home. I'm still trying to find my way, still trying to, at this point, it was recognized that I should start seeing some help. So in Colorado Springs, freshly out, I didn't know nobody, came back home.
Yeah.
I was probably back home for maybe like 4 or 5 months. I wasn't home long. And I was working at this warehouse, and I shit you not, ever since this, and like I started experiencing life and all that, I never understood why. Every time there was this one bathroom, every time I passed by, it just sounded like there was just somebody crying. Like
Really?
always just like they just somebody crying, always blowing their nose and all that. And then life transpired and I learned and I got self-educated in life. And then I realized one thing, that wasn't a crybaby bathroom. That was, I need to get away from the world bathroom so I could recharge in life and then,
Right.
take off. And it was weird too, because everybody that was in there, they're like, damn, these guys are crybabies. They're always coming out moving faster than Superman in the speed of light. And I'm like, yo, there's no energy in the world that does that to me. What the fuck is going on?
Right.
Right.
I learned out of life that was not a crybaby bathroom. That was, I need to go do a quick blow hit and go back to work. And that's
those days.
yeah, and it would be crazy. And like these guys would not care. They would be so loud with it. You could hear those fuckers while you're on the line. And I'm sorry for swearing, but like, holy smokes.
Right.
When I worked in restaurants, I knew this girl, and she would literally just have it delivered to work. And so she'd come up and be like,
Oh,
"Hey,
no.
you want some?" She'd be like, "You want some today?" I'm like, "Sure, fucking why not?" It was that easy though.
Right.
Like, it's
Right.
not promoting it.
No, but these are all just
This
these are all
It's just a
pavers.
story.
These are the pavers
Yeah.
that came before the cement.
But I would do that shit at work, and I was like, "Hey guys, do you want an appetizer? You want a drink? What do you need?"
Yeah. uppity.
Until I crashed and burned, and then I didn't do so great.
Yeah. It's crazy.
that
'cause
reminds me.
that's the it's crazy. That was the one thing. Like if back in those days, like, and you and me were both like this, but you still chose responsibility over everything else, which meaning like you went and you worked, we went and we worked, we had
Those days I showed up juiced up, man. Look, I had the bright. How's it going, everybody?
They're like, you're not really that happy, bro. You're not really that happy.
But see, here's the thing.
No way.
Everything that came out of my mouth when I would show up to work blitzed out of my mind. And again, for everybody listening and future followers, this is not promoting it. This was one of those, I'm very depressed, I'm reaching out, but I still got to handle, like you said, I got to handle my priorities, so I got to put on that safe face. So yeah, I had to nut up or shut up. So I did what I had to do so I can continue to get by. And I showed up to work talking about everything positive that I felt out of life. And not even that I saw or anything, everything positive.
Well, you had to, but you had to.
You know, like I didn't want to just
otherwise
show up
your brain would attack you and make you feel all the guilt for all of it. So you had to find a way to stay positive, you know. And now the good thing about that is nowadays is we don't have to worry about trying to stay positive, because the positive part is looking back at, like, you know what, man, look, we've come a long way. You know what I mean? And everybody's come a long way. A lot of people I know who have gotten away from that stuff and just put themselves where they are, you know, working, you know, full time. And, you know, some of them have their own home now. Some of them, you know, they have their very first car ever. Like, it's just really cool to see how far you can go. And, you know, that all just gets put back down into the title of this, which is, you know, the work ethic and the grit. Like, what is it going to take for you? And let's talk about that.
And maintaining healthy habits. Like we were talking about either yesterday or the other day. We're talking about what consists of healthy habits did you pick up? Obviously, people have to leave. People got to let go of bad habits, but that creates a void. That creates a void and a center of emptiness that the body will naturally feel like they need to fill that void. So what was your healthy habit? Like, what did you pick up? I know music was for the soul. Yes. Yeah. But physically, what healthy habit did you have to pick up to fill?
Like going back to the gym, man. For me, it was going back to the gym, because in the military, like, that's all we did was PT. And like, that was the way you got your day started. You know what I mean? 5 a.m. is you're in the gym, or you're running 8 to 12 miles, or, you know, you're just constantly challenging yourself. And so for me, when I went to rehab in Sheridan, Wyoming, like, they had a gym there on site, and like, it was awesome because it helped me start to reconnect those roots of like habits. Like, if I can start getting on a schedule again, like wake up, drink a cup of coffee, go to the gym, work out before I get the rest of the day started. Like, no matter what, it's fail proof that you're not gonna have you're not gonna have as challenging of a day.
Yeah, anyone who logically thinks out their day, or like, and definitely sets their level of days set through priority, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I feel like that's like their ultimate goal. You know, that's like it's like getting off mentally for the mindset for them. You know, because it's like I have that structure. And every service member, when they leave the service, because I get that same feeling too, which is why
your identity gets lost.
And it's like a little bit of that structure that comes back. It's almost too addicting. And it's like, damn, I need that. I want more.
It's familiar.
So and it's having that structure that keeps everything at balance.
Right.
In my opinion too, because after the military, I did lose a sense of balance out of life, because there was no structure and
time management was open and freely. So it's not like dangerously free. Dangerous amounts of time. Like, what do I do with my hands?
4 years down the road, and it's like, wow, how much time did I really spend like just kind of sitting on my ass, or, you know, messing around that I didn't care. And I always had that concept of fuck it in my mind. You know? And it's kind of sad, and it puts your head down a little bit when you do like recognize how much time was wasted. But then it's like, all right, was it wasted, or was it just like it was what it was?
You know, and that's where the perception of all this comes into play. You can look at it as either, you know, I wasted a bunch of time, or you could be like, yo, I really learned that I was bad with managing my free time. And you know what I mean? And like those habits, they're instant gratification. There's a reason why I think good things in life take time, is because instant gratification never truly exists. There's not actually anything that is attainable instantly that makes you happy, right? You know, like it's like if you want to get the promotion in the job, you won't just have it because you say you want it. You definitely gotta work for that. For me, I've been doing this music stuff for 6 years, and I've made a lot of way with this, but I'm not where I want to be yet with it. But it takes time. Same with a relationship. When you meet someone, to when you date them, to if you engage with them and marry them, that stuff doesn't just happen overnight, because it's proven that if you do that stuff overnight, or if you do that within a couple of weeks, it ain't gonna work out.
No.
To be fair, me and you moved in together after like what? a month or two.
Yeah, it was circumstances. It was the
But-
circumstances.
but-
in that month or two, how much bondage did you guys really have?
You
how
better
much
believe
connection?
that. You better
you know,
believe that
like-
while we were at each other's throats, there was nothing but love. You know what I mean?
Or not.
No.
Yeah,
That was
it's
later.
like
It's
it was like
later.
Homer Simpson to Bart, like I love you, but I'm gonna strangle you until like you can't
There's a-
breathe anymore.
yeah.
No, that didn't happen till much later.
There's
That-
a way
So
that you
after
can
the honeymoon
get there's a
phase.
way that you can get chinchillas, which we have 2 of them, Pikachu and Raichu, to get them to bond, and it's called forced bonding, and it sounds cruel.
That's what we
but we
did.
looked it up. But you put them in a tiny like a shoebox together, and it's called smushing, right?
Yeah.
And then by them being around each other,
You
they
force the love.
it forces the love or something
That's
like that,
what we
right?
did. We forced
So-
each other on each other.
So so you force the and you may
No, it wasn't forced.
it was never
but
forced, but like it
was really
worked out the
natural.
way it was supposed to work out. because
Nobody
whenever
ever
me and
got
her-
that concept with the
Look.
beta fish, though. I promise you that. Because
Look.
those suckers, they don't bond like that.
Oh,
They-
but no,
They
beta fish
bond to
don't.
the death.
No,
Beta
fish
fish
do not
bond
bond.
to the death.
We've
They're
had
like, no.
several, and bro, we had a beta fish that had 2 snails in there.
he
He killed them. I didn't know it was possible for a beta fish to kill a snail.
He scared them out. He's like, "This is my hood." You gotta get
Yeah,
out of
man,
here."
like he was super territorial, bro. He was super territorial. Like nothing. And he would like if you went up and you put your face in the glass, he'd swim right up to you and he would like flex his gills
would,
at
like-
you and look at you.
He
We
would
have
go like
pictures.
this. Like,
So
like,
he was trying to size you up.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, no
this
way.
little beta fish, bro. And look, she got a really dope picture of him that could be on fish food. Like the
That
picture
was
looks
a
like
good
it could be on
picture.
like a fish food.
It was
Oh,
like
is
a
it?
spotlight on.
Oh,
him.
there's a
Okay,
spotlight
so-
on him. He was a rainbow colored beta fish.
I have a memory story to talk about, but at no form of chance is this animal cruelty or animal abuse whatsoever. This was a teenager thinking out loud in reality, okay?
Is this teenager
So-
you?
Yes, this is
Oh,
definitely
yeah, just
so in school, like, you know, if you got good grades or whatever you happen to get, even mediocre grades and higher, like they would reward you with beta fish. And they did it like every month.
They
So
just gave
imagine,
you guys fish.
yeah, they gave us fish. That was their budget. That was our academic and athletic budget that went to fish. Like, you think a fish is gonna help me learn more in school? Okay, joke's on you. Y'all gave me a gang of fish. A gang of fish that had their own containers every time y'all gave me.
Yeah, the
multiple
little cups,
times
right?
a
The little
year.
cups.
No, they would give like the whole like plastic with the little like hard shell with the lid. You could put the food in. They gave me the works every month.
Right.
So
Look like a
I
Ziploc
got
container.
yeah no. See, I'm thinking they're gonna give me back, so I just pop dump. No, none of that. They had their own containers. My dresser had like 8 beta
Oh,
fish.
no.
on it.
What? No way did you do that.
Hold on.
You're
Y'all
so
guys
cool.
remember that lovely event that WWE and WWF had at Royal Rumble?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I reenact that with beta fish. I put them
David.
all
Cage matches. It was,
all
it was the cage matches, right? The WWE cage
That's
matches.
terrible.
WWF. That's what I
Yeah,
watched back in the day.
I,
was
I,
cage
I left
matches.
I left the actual lid open. So I just
You're
wanted to
so
I
cool.
poured them all in the cups. I left them all in the cups and I was just boop, 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 all in one tank. In 2 hours, there was one remaining.
Dude,
How old were you, David?
I was like 14.
that's
Oh
fucked
my
up.
god.
That's
that is
funny.
Listen.
though, but that's fucked up. That's
That was
hilarious.
insane though. It was
They are really.
you
they're
see
like
his
that.
chunks and bits of pieces of beta fish flying around, floating around in the water. And the one that won the Royal Rumble was just nitpicking at each piece that he done ripped off of each one. Like, you're
Bro.
a cannibal, sucker. Like,
Bro.
that's your name, cannibal. And I kept that one for like 2
So-
more months. And so it just died. I came home
Yeah,
from school one
they're
day and it was
so
just
hard to take
fucking-
care of, dude. I don't get it. They're so hard. We've had 3 beta fish, and we kept wondering if it was us because they would just like they would be fine, and then they would just start to get really. You can't really diagnose like if they're
Do
okay.
they
or
have
not,
a
you know what I
lifespan?
mean?
I've never did the research. Do they
It's
have a
very
lifespan?
long.
So according to
Yeah.
the people at PetSmart, they were saying that like these are the hardest fish to keep alive because it's just you just never know.
We
like-
spent more money on our fish than any other pet we have.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're not called alpha fish. They're called beta fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
they're plan
beta-
two. They're
Exactly.
plan Bs. That
Exactly,
never
they're
works.
Exactly.
They're the
Exactly.
reason why some condom companies get sued. You're
Yeah.
not the plan B they
Like
need.
that. I have to my drink.
So yeah, man. So We apologize there. I see people are starting to come in now. We were just kind of making small talk just to kind of get everything rolling. So welcome to Let's Talk About It. If you're just now, yeah, it is. Hey, just so y'all know, if you guys ever want to know if we're starting at 3, give us 30 minutes because we're probably going to be dealing with a lot of hurdles we got to jump over to make sure the thing works. There's going to be something wrong. Either kids are screaming or Wi-Fi's lagging or this or that or the third, you name it. If we say join us on every Saturday at 3,
just give us a little bit.
Time, give us 30 minutes, or at least be patient in the chat.
It's like a house party. You never show up at the time.
We don't have moderators. We don't have moderators. We don't have people on. It's literally us 3 always working this from, and we have no idea what we're doing. Well, we have an idea what we're doing, but we had to learn this from scratch not too long ago. So we're just figuring this all out.
You know, we only get the tips that they allow us to give when they give it to us. That's it. When we log on, just the tips they give us.
I just found out how to make it to where we can receive Facebook comments. And like right now, I'm looking at the top screen. It shows we have 3 likes on Facebook. So that's cool.
All right.
And the 2 headphones as well. Yeah.
We're not doing too bad. We're going to figure this out. You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Always got to start somewhere.
And for, for ones deciding to just, hey, up nilly-willy, let's just try this out and let's do this. And we've gotten to the point where we got name banners, we got hosts, we got signs coming in, we've come a long way, and we're a self brought up team. So big shout out to Sissy for helping on the backstage with looking up for the Reddits and looking up for Am I the A-holes, because I'm still talking about 2 weeks ago because them shits was spicy.
Yo, the ones last week
it's my favorite.
Crazy. Yeah, so just so y'all know, this is the lady, the myth, the legend, I guess is how you can say the man, the myth, the legend, the lady, the myth, the legend, the lovely the Mrs. Mac, my lovely fiance, and she's the one who gets all those subreddits, the Am I the A-holes, and they're just so funny.
I love watching you two talk. Even besides that, like, you two are just so entertaining.
Well, hey, look, so the Pisces zodiac is 2 fish. We make up each of those fish.
You guys just really bounce off each other well, and so I am honored to be a guest tonight.
Oh, well, we're very honored to have you.
Definitely brought me out of my comfort zone. So.
Oh yeah. This is out of her comfort zone. Yeah. Just so you know, it's out of her comfort zone. But here she is, and she's doing the dang thing.
My Facebook profile picture is like 2 years old. I don't like cameras. I like to take pictures. I don't like the pictures taken of me. I don't like being on camera. I feel like I'm awkward, but yet here I am.
So today. There's
definitely the Pisces signs coming out and just shining over you, because I love to get people out their comfort zone and just like, hiya.
Because it's funny.
It's just me.
Because you're a Cancer, right? Isn't it a Cancer? Or no, Leo. Leo. I don't know this. I just know Pisces. I just know what Pisces is.
The fuck?
I don't know what August is.
Leo? So
the famous "the fuck" came out.
Yeah. Because we need to soundboard that. We need to soundboard that. We need to soundboard Knuckles saying, bro, and we need to soundboard you saying.
Yeah, we do.
Ninja. Sissy had some Sauvignon Blanc. Oh, why are we all blurry?
Oh, there we go. It's just focus. It's the focus.
In and out of focus.
But no, so the funny thing is that I'm actually a Leo, and Leos are supposed to be more like bold and vibrant, and which is funny because I am a very like direct and bold person. I'm just very introverted. So
she stays behind the scenes.
If you you shine hard, you're gonna.
Here, I was about to say.
You're just like back the fuck up.
And David, you know this more than anyone else, that whenever we're all playing Red Dead together or GTA or whatever, like she's in there and she's like going all in. So having her, this is something that she's breaking her shell and coming out and being on camera with, and it's super awesome. You know what I mean? Like this is the
one that's gonna see you as soon as you ride up to camp. She's like, "Hi, welcome to camp. Got your ass."
If she doesn't already have somebody lassoed up and thrown on the back of the horse, that she's already.
What's up, guys?
In the lobby, her knuckles are going at it.
Red Dead Redemption. If and you're lame if you don't. Let's just put it that way. If you don't play Red Dead Redemption, you are lame, and that is a fact.
Get with the fucking
program. You
have to. The game has brought some realism out of like just the and we were talking about it at work the other day, Thursday night into Friday. Like the generations and how like generations has evolved, even with like electronics from like the original Atari and even before the original Atari. Because if you really think about what was the real like first consoles, and
Atari.
Think about it. Think about there was a consoles that was able to have built-in saved memory chips before the Atari came out.
Was there a console?
Remember, for example,
or a console? Was it console or console? Console. It's No, Mr. Mackey, it's console. It's gaming console. Yo, what kind of gaming console are we gonna get?
Listen, Listen, we gonna
You
blame
listen.
the ones
Listen.
that raised me on that one because
Listen,
I speak English sometimes like I'm speaking Spanish ass backwards, and you probably won't even understand me.
bass backwards.
He can't
Yeah,
speak
bass
English right
backwards.
sometimes.
Sometimes I
funny.
even
Look,
form two
check
words
it out.
together, dude, and it's just it's unreal. It's unreal.
Check it out. I have over 162 songs out, and I know every word to every one of them. We go to Starbucks. I have to ask her 3 times what she wants because I can't remember how to say it.
Even though
right.
even though
she just said it.
Like,
I have to have it in writing, or it has to be said to my ear. I'll be like, "Here's what I want," and I'll be like, "And then can I get?" I'm like, "What did you want again?"
And it sounds like me. It definitely sounds like me and Mina because I got her Dunkin' Donut. You see, I almost just did it right now.
Dunkin' Donuts. What's East
Yeah.
Coast?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. So no, scratch that. Let me be non-politically correct. They just changed it to just Dunkin'
Is this
because of their
Dunkin'
Is
now?
it really?
because of the commercial, and it says the world runs on Dunkin'. They had a whole controversy like, oh, why not add the donuts? And it's because they started adding more meals and more ingredients to the recipe and to their menus and whatnot. So now it's no longer just donuts. It's all this other stuff that everyone's got to compete with and everything. And it's kind of like, bro, y'all still Dunkin' Donuts. People still show up for y'all crazy Dunkin'
and
Donuts.
this right here is how Mandela effects happen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is how, because we'll look back and we'll be talking to our grandkids like, man, Dunkin' Donuts is so good. They're like, what's Dunkin' Donuts?
They're gonna look at us like, are you speaking from
It's like
ancient
Jiffy.
times? Yeah, I
We
was
all
born
know
with the
that
dinosaurs,
peanut
bro.
butter, the peanut butter was Jiffy. It wasn't Jif. I don't care. It may be Jif now, but it was Jiffy when I was a kid because I remember slapping
was
Jiffy
Jiffy.
on bread before I threw
I
that.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And the fucking or the what's it called? The Monopoly guy.
Oh, the monocle
He had
on the
the
Monopoly guy.
monocle on his
Hey,
eye.
flood the comments. We want to know. You guys remember the Monopoly guy having a monocle, right? Because you know what? Today's
Yeah.
topic just got switched to Mandelas. Okay, we're gonna do work. We did work ethic. We need to talk Mandelas right now.
Gotta start a poll if they remember or not, because you know what? That's one of those
Absolutely.
iconic things. Like if people remember the original when Scooby-Doo first started coming out,
Yeah.
the original intro, they had smoke coming out the mystery machine. Now, because after like I think it was like the 3rd, 4th month that it was airing afterwards, because there was a lot of talk about what's the smoke coming out and why Shaggy and Scooby were the only ones that was devouring food like there's no tomorrow. And you know, the realization came out, it promoted smoking, promoted getting high.
Yeah.
So they took out the smoke coming out, but they never took out the lingering effects of what marijuana does to those two. Because, man, let's be real, I eat sandwiches just like them. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And if anyone knows me, they know that when I go to BK, it's nothing but a triple Whopper or better.
All right, here we go. I have to put this up. All right, y'all. Press 1 for yes, press no. We're doing this all on the fly, right? Obviously. Did the Monopoly guy have a monocle? So we're talking Mandela effects. I promise you that when I was a kid playing Monopoly, because I love playing Monopoly, and here's the thing, too. Why else would Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura look at the dude who had the monocle and say, "Would you look at me? It's the Monopoly guy. Do not pass out. Do not collect $200." Like, do you remember that? Like, that's like the dude had a monocle, man. Like, and so why else would he think that was the Monopoly guy? The monocle is what made him the Monopoly guy.
Yeah, and they changed it a lot, and it's kind of weird because if you think about it, look at the change now, and think maybe 20, 30 years in the future, what's going to be the next set of changes that's going to happen? You know, is it going to happen like on a drop of a dime?
Changed. A lot
is going to happen on a drop of a dime, or is it going to be one of those changes that life's going to prepare us for? You know, because
prepared for the next 30 years. Look how much has happened in just 30. Like, you know, kids still played outside 30 years ago, 20 years ago, even. Kids,
but they also didn't have the concept of the COVID happening. They didn't have that, and that changed.
The concept. Thank you. It was the concept. It was the concept because we can all go back and forth on all it was a government experiment to see how we all reacted to something, and that's what I firmly believe and I stand on.
I can definitely second that, because all of a sudden now,
sure, it was dangerous.
But think about it, right? It came out, it happened, and it's It was air pathogen. It was out in society. All of a sudden, people started getting it that did not change up their lives. Nobody changed up nothing.
I had it, and it sucked. It was like the flu. It's like the flu.
I still went to work sick as hell, Dog shit, sick as hell. I still went to work. I did my own. I definitely washed my hands. I wore gloves. I wore my face mask. If I really felt like, I feel like dog shit, still had to do what I had to do. I still had to go make my money. And I'm not, I could do the street hustle stuff, but guess what? That would have just destroyed the concept of trying to get better. Right. And, like trying to go through my rehab and, exactly, stay in the course. So, but I still had to go. Look, you can't tell me I can't hustle my work ethic. Like, that's just something I gotta do, bro. And
I know you. Like I was telling her on the drive up here, you are a worker. You will work until you. We already have like 3 or 4 jobs once the movement makes it national. We already have like 3 or 4 jobs for you. We already have lined up.
That's plenty. And if I could take more, I'm gonna take more because I love the work, And even in my job now, a lot of the information I've learned, I've self-taught myself, and I try to like teach the guys that I work with to, like know everything that I had to self-teach myself because that's what's right. And I haven't even made it a year there yet. And I'm already running my own shift. I got my own team. I make my own calls, but ultimately I still got my rules, regulations, and guidelines to follow. So, it's all in nature and just flowing with the go. Or going with the flow. However you want to. That's the Puerto Rican in me. Got to speak ass backwards or backwards ass.
So, I can't tell you how many times I went to work cleaning houses fucking sick because I had to. Like, I can't just be calling out and shit.
No, absolutely not. You're
that sucked.
For that one. I have a question for that one. This is a kind of funny question. Did you ever go to work feeling like, damn, I'm that sick, but I gotta clean this house? I'm gonna spray some Lysol in the air and just walk through it. Maybe I might clean up this sickness.
Honestly,
that's funny.
So when I'm working, I get so zoned into what I'm doing that I like dissociate a little bit. So whenever I'm sick and have to work, I just try to zone out as much as possible and focus on what I need to do until I cannot. I don't know. I can handle pain a lot though.
Yeah.
And like being sick.
Okay, so we have nobody that submitted. Actually, hold on. We have Hala by K-Mac. Our boy K-Mac.
You didn't get anything from K-Mac.
No,
Okay.
I got K-Mac and that's it. So I got K-Mac on here.
Okay, Kayla.
And it's crazy. I want to talk about this music review. I just realized, and we were talking about it a little bit earlier. I work at a warehouse full of low-key underdog musicians, and over the next probably I want to say a month or two, I'm gonna do everything I can to provide or at least get some of information, some background on some of these guys, just so we can shine on them some, just because some of them it's like life, like a healthy habit for them. Like one of my sales rep managers in the admin area for first shift, he gave me a ride home after work Friday morning. And we're talking and I'm telling him about how we do this podcast. And, before him getting into WB Maces, he was doing oil rigging from a young age.
My family's done oil rigging forever. Yeah.
But he's done music since he was like 11. And he's actually, and he's in this band. And they just got done doing some musical fest a couple months ago. And they have another show coming up, I think, in a month or two. So I'm going to do everything I can to get information on that so I could provide, just shine for even locals that are out here in the East Coast.
Absolutely.
Just show some support, but even just give shine on him and his band because, these musicians at this job, it's crazy. And it's just like, you hear, and I've asked almost everyone that I've realized or they've shined some of their background as a musician. I asked them the same question.
Yeah.
What does your sound provide? Like, what does music bring to you? And it's almost identical of all their answers, but it's in their own form of like reaction or response. Right. And it's always coming back to the soul. And it's just it has to. You
know what I mean? Definitely. There's too much crap music out there that we can all agree on that, is causing people to think that what's cool as they're growing up is to tote guns, to go shoot up the block, to go do this, do that. Like, the only way you made it is if you live in a mansion with, all these commas and all this, that, and the third. And it's like music is glorifying all these things that, to be completely honest with you, and you already know, we all know it's not actually healthy for the soul. It's not healthy for your mental.
Not.
You know what I mean?
Because
The
the thing
music
about
you should be listening to should be music that you feel understood. Like when you listen to it, it should make you feel like something that makes you feel like that sort of that puzzle piece. Like, oh wow, I connect with that. You know what I mean? Like that song or that verse or even just that hook or whatever it is. Like,
I want to feel uplifted with the music you listen to.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you feel like with whatever song you're listening to, it could be any song from any playlist. If the song makes you feel like you want to just get up and move, that's a definite song that connects with your soul. Like if a song makes you feel like you need to move, to feed it that energy is providing, your music is for the soul. Absolutely. Music is for the soul, because then you have a way of nurturing some type of motivation. And then honestly, not everybody can feel that with the artistic ability to create music. If that makes sense.
Yeah, there ain't no coincidence that when you look at an EKG and then you look at an audio sound wave, it does the same thing. It climbs, right? And then it also symbolizes the ups and downs in life. But the thing is, this concurrent, it keeps going. It doesn't stop. It moves. It moves and it's fluid. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot. When I went to college at Full Sail University, that was the one thing that the introductory to audio production, the teacher, he was telling us was that there's no mistake that music is, it's a way that we as humans have found to be able to enlighten our mental state, and to whether it's to sympathize with a song because you feel that, or whether it's to really get into a certain song because you're headbanging to like a metal song, or like there's a song that that just there's everybody to all the trillions of people that are in the world. I don't know if it's billions or trillions, probably billions, just maybe trillions. Yeah, to all the trillions of people in the world, everybody has a unique thing that they look for in music, and that's why it's so important that musicians, we just don't change for somebody else, but be yourself, and the right audience will find you. Don't ever switch up your craft. And that's the thing that I see a lot of artists that get bigger is they sell out. That's
and I strongly believe on what I'm about to say, but I feel like all musicians deserve their gratification and their appreciation from everybody, because musicians are the heartbeat of the world.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Everybody has a rhythm to their soul, and which is their heartbeat. Everyone's, like whether it's 98 beats per minute or 98 beats per an hour, everyone has their beat to their soul. Yep, and musicians bring out the heartbeat of the world. So shout out to all you musicians out there, you included, my brother, because you guys bring rhythm to the world. You guys make it go around in circles.
I appreciate that. Truly, no, I do. And so we say this every show, but David, you go way back to whenever I was, on my way out the military, and I was done hanging the boots up, and I was writing about how I was really feeling about a lot of.
You just didn't want to hang them up next to my socks or shoes. Rude. Of course, bro, I don't believe you, because those biohazard chemically waste things were just.
Those socks had been on your feet since you left the army, so probably for a few years.
Look, but you know what? Do you know how much hours of work I put in with those before I decided to hang them up?
You would have thought those socks came from Jerusalem, bro. They had so many holes in them. They were holy.
Look, a bum wouldn't even take them. A bum like, listen, you need to wash your feet, and I haven't showered in a year.
A leper wouldn't have put those on his feet. Let's put it that way.
Run away from the hunting. But see, that was my biggest repel against BS.
Yeah.
So it's what? I was hanging out with this one friend, and it was back in that phase of life to where not everything was pleasant, and we weren't keeping the most healthy of habits.
Right.
And I had just got off work, and I was like, I got like 5 hours of chill. It's very early morning, so there's nobody awake, not even my child, and everybody knew, like, if I was off of work and Dominic was awake and I got to spend time with him, I was off the grid. I was with my son. You couldn't tell me otherwise, and once I was done hanging out with him, all right, let me check back into reality. Let me go deal with the world.
Yeah, but absolutely.
So this one day, I'm off early morning. I'm cruising around, and I'm trying to make a quick dollar. I got some money, but I'm trying to make a little bit more money just to see, go out fishing just to see if I can't catch a bait or catch, get a catch on the line.
Hey, every man loves fishing. Every man loves fishing.
Oh man, look, fishing is amazing.
It's instinctual.
Fishing is amazing.
It is. That's absolutely right. It's absolutely right. That it's instinctual. It is instinctual to us as men. That we provide for our family by fishing for the fish, bringing them out. Like it's just a circle of life when it comes to that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It really is.
So, like 45 minutes go by. I start, people, other people in the world that in the same world that we're in or whatever. They're like, bored, got hats on or whatever. You just hang out. Okay, cool. I'm cruising around though. If that's okay, yeah, fine. They got a whole hot box car. Looked like Cheech and Chong went in that sucker, but
Where the potato chips at though?
Yeah,
where the potato chips at? The sour cream and onion.
I'm driving stick, going up powers. I'm driving with my knee looking in the back for my soda. Everybody's in the car freaking out because we're all high and everyone's on high alert already.
And you drove like an idiot too.
Oh yeah,
you were like. You acted like that. Look, that you could outrun them if they tried coming after you, bro. Like there was a few times you were looking for something and I had to grab the wheel for you because you were like about to hit the barrier, bro. Like,
there was times I would, if I'm turning, my wheel turned with me, which I learned that like I shouldn't grip the steering wheel so hard sometimes. So this one person he comes and he's got like 2 other people with him, and they're off the jump. They're already obnoxious. They're one of those addicts that just would not stop talking, bro. So I was like,
they would always move around and like they had to like constantly, yeah.
Look, I had the best rappel against them. I just cracked 1 foot out of my shoe. And in like 30 seconds, I kid you not, somebody makes a comment in the back like, yo, either you ran something over that's dead or something, but like, can you? No, it was worse.
That skunk out there?
No, look, a skunk. Pepe Le Pew want to come close to me. Let's just leave it at that. And I just got off work. I ain't even make it home yet. I'm still cruising around. So like I still got the work, odor on me and whatnot. So I know them suckers down there, fire couldn't touch it.
You could break glass. You could break glass.
Look, I'm like, fuck it. These guys are so annoying. I need to get rid of them. Look, I cracked my foot out that shoe, and in a minute they were already asking, "Can I get dropped off? I can't deal with this no more." I'm like,
"You're like, y'all don't want to shut up. Hold on, let me pop these shoes off real quick. Hold on.
Dropped off. I will drop you off right now." Look, they was like, "Yo, I don't even want to make it home. I'll find my way somewhere. Like, you could just drop me at this corner." So I would drop them at the intersection of North Academy and Barnes, where that
I know KFC,
you're talking about. Yep, KFC right there. Boom, right there.
Yeah,
I'm gone. I'm already peeling out before they even close the door. I let the force and gravity close that shit for you. Fuck you talking about? You are annoying as hell.
As soon as they get out, you're flooring it. The door just shuts. Like, bro, well, hey, look. The thing is, I kept saying to calm down and just chill and relax, and all you do is keep moving and talking. So it's time to go. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Dude. It was. I just didn't want to be rude, and I felt like that was the nicest way of telling somebody, "Get out of my car, or I'm gonna like."
That was literally
I'm gonna gas chamber you.
No,
like
dude,
that's my nice way. Look,
so anyone out there, if you ever have a passenger you want to get out of your car, make sure you have a pair of old socks on that you've been wearing probably for a few days. Pop the shoes off, be like, hold on, let me get some air real quick in my feet. Oh yeah, hold on. Hey, let me out this next stop.
I'd say I'd sell some, but you'd have to charge me to take those back. Like I can't buy my socks back. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. You can have those. Once those are in your possession, they're all yours. I don't want them back.
Yeah, no, we're good. Hey, y'all, check it out. You already know. Good at it. I have a music review that we need to check out right now, and I am super excited about this because right now we have the man who's going to be the DJ at our wedding. We have the man that is that has DJ'd done majority of my shows out in Colorado Springs. One hell of a man, salt of the earth type of individual. Y'all probably know who this man is. His name is Kevin Mike Check. He also goes by K-Mac, and he has a song called Holla. And I just want to make sure I have the right one real quick before I go and through it. If y'all want to know real quick, this is there we go. he has 2 different ones. Let me see. This is his page right here. I always do this before we get into it. I don't know why I'm not already subscribed. I should have been. But this is Kevin Mike. Exactly. How dare me?
Oh, because it's my YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
My bad.
I was gonna say. I feel like I was
already getting new subscribers. K-Max got new subscribers already.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't really subscribe to anything but like body cam videos and Reddit.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So, and forgive me. Kevin.
So we're just gonna go to the history, and we're just gonna see a lot of like crazy drunk people.
No, you're not allowed to look at my history.
So what we should do is, I don't know if you're in the chat or not, K-Mac, but maybe we should watch the music video. I wonder who it was filmed by.
We just don't want it to get censored by YouTube. Well, I guess
it's
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
It's already
okay,
on
right?
YouTube.
Do they do the copyright thing, or should it matter?
No, it'll be fine. Okay. No, it'll be fine.
I don't know how this works.
I'm sure if we give the props to YouTube, this music video was brought to you by YouTube and all the craziness that YouTube brought.
Yeah. Just so you know, hey, YouTube. Just so you know, we don't own any of the rights to these songs. I will let you know when I do, because my name is Mac MACKK, and anything I put on here, I do own the rights to, and I have the permissions to. Right now, K-Mac gave me permission to put this up. So just so you know, YouTube, before you go and try to censor us and block us and do all this, that, and the third, and take away our First Amendment speech, this is Holla by K-Mac.
Shout out K-Mac.
Shout out to K-Mac.
Holla.
What's up? Holla at me. Mic check. Let me holla, say what's up. Tell you about how life is going. Let me holla, say what's up. Show these people how I'm growing. Let me holla, say what's up. Talking good nights in the morning. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we living in the moment. Let me holla, say what's up. Grab some cushion, get the rolling. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we sure about our choices. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up. I've been rolling with the punches, still been getting up like what? Ain't enough to bring me down, so best just drop it and give up. They can call it some dumb luck. I see it like a basic skill. Could give a fuck about a hater. No, they lack the basic will. I'm on the hunt, not just for kills. I'm putting skills up to the test. Ain't concerned with deals that don't provide me with some kind of depth. Been more focused on what's up, so I don't worry about what's next. With the way I work things out, I probably earn the right to flex. Now just a little bit, not all the time. Got better things to rhyme about than wine online. Log off, clocking overtime.
That oregano look good.
Expressing mine. Heart ain't hurt, just stress with time. Come through, say what's up. Let's smoke some earth and calm the mind and get it right. Let me holla, say what's up. Tell you about how life is going. Let me holla, say what's up. Show these people how I'm growing. Let me holla, say what's up. Talking good nights in the morning. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we living in the moment. Let me holla, say what's up. Grab some cushion, get the rolling. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we sure about our choices. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up. Hey, got my flow they used to. Not the way I rhyme do. It's the way I live my life cool. Chillin', blessed, no I chew. Checking in like how you do. It ain't great, then change the mood. Got a POV for the love I see. Only hope you find yours too. Bet your ass I'ma stick to the script. Quit that sass and watch the bro get everything in mo. The flame is on, can't burn out, I'm too lit. No, I can't always be it, but won't stay to hide from that shit. Rules done changed up a little bit.
Run to GTA.
Still gonna rise above everything. Need time for a little break.
Keep passionate.
Relax, don't gotta say you know my game. Down to chill, down for real. DM call the text, what's up? From the town to all around, come holla before time is done. Let me holla, say what's up. Tell you about how life is going. Let me holla, say what's up. Show these people how I'm growing. Let me holla, say what's up. Talking good nights in the morning. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we living in the moment. Let me holla, say what's up. Grab some cushion, get the rolling. Let me holla, say what's up. Is we sure about our choices. Let me holla, say what's up. Wanna holla, say what's up.
All right.
Love
All
that.
right.
I realized I walked out without setting off my car. Showing you the window.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that.
Definite. Ended it off with a nice y'all laugh.
Man, that was awesome.
Kevin mic check. Big shout outs for the holla. That definitely had that groove. You know, it kept the melody, kept the mellow, kept it grooving, kept it consistent all the way. Yeah, no, that was man, look, if he didn't I'm I'm ready to roll up now. But
Hey, me too.
That's like what it's doing, right? Like that's exactly what it's doing. What happened? I think today.
And that's that heartbeat with music that it should, what the concept of like music hitting the soul, and it provided just that too. Like that was a great song. It provided motivation, provided energy, and provided a guidance too. Not even like a guidance in a negative direction, just like playfulness. You know what I'm saying? Like
it showed who he is authentically and just how positive he is.
Yeah, and it definitely had the energy of just like, you definitely want to say, hey, what's up? It's definitely one of those positive, like you said, vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing Kevin for as long as I have, I gotta say, man, like I really love not just your music, but you as a person, because you bring this aura of just positive energy every time you see. You never see you frustrated. I mean, I know you're human, so I know you get. I'm sure you do. We all do. But you do a really good job at, like, just as a human being, just being able to to bring good energy, good vibes, and all that. And I have to just give you a huge shout out, because at the last Poets Society album release party where he was DJing, he came out and he did his own little set too. He was inspired by how the headliner being the last Poet Society, he wanted to write a poem, and he wrote a really dope poem. And I really think that he should make that into a song, or at least put it, or it just I think that'd be really cool to be released, because that was so unique and so clever. And so shout out to Kevin Mike Check, my boy K Mac. There's his YouTube. So make sure y'all go and subscribe to my boy over here. He's him and actually, hold on. Since we have
I gotta step away for a quick second. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're okay. You're okay. I wanted to find that thing that him and Casual did, because him and Casual just did one together as well. And before everybody starts critiquing and saying their things, about marijuana, well, the thing at the end of the day is that it's legal, right? So I have no problem.
It's a free country.
And it's a free country, and you know what? This is freedom of expression. These aren't people committing crimes. These are people who are just living their life, working their job, making their dreams come true, and they're smoking some marijuana. Hey, you know what? Hey, judge who you want to judge, but maybe pull the log out of your eye before you look at the splinter in someone else's. That's all I got to say about that. So David will be back in a second. What did you think, honey? What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was really good. And it, like I noticed our screen was kind of glitchy, so I was focused on that. Because type A, I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Right.
But no, like it was very like head nodding kind of song. Like, okay, like I feel like I'm out. It's a bright sunny day. I just got my coffee. I'm walking down the road. Everyone's smiling, happy.
It turns the introvert into the extrovert. Holla, say what's up. And it's like, you see him, hey, what's up? Like it is every time we see him. I mean, he always, whenever we get to Colorado, we get to the venue.
Every time I've seen Kevin, he's just very chill, just very, like, I'm a little envious, because I wish I could just be one mood all the time in public.
Yeah, really.
I show my emotions on my face. And so if I'm angry, I'm like, But no, I can't wait to have him DJ our wedding.
Oh, yeah.
But that was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I really liked that a lot, too. That was really good. I really wanted to find that one that you and Josh did, Kevin. I'm not sure if you're in the chat or not, but I wanted to find this one that you guys just did, and I got to give a shout out to you guys on that one, and Blitz, of course. Shout out Blitz on the beat.
Yeah, the beat was great, too.
We here to... It said stay.
Did you just say is it stay?
No, it said we. It said we here to. It said yeah.
I was like, I don't know. You should know.
All right, here we go. We have to. I'm gonna wait.
Till, this one. Yeah,
here.
this one's cool.
We're gonna.
The video's cool too.
We're gonna pause it real quick. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
We'll wait for David.
Absolutely, and I gotta just check and see. I think it was. Yeah, it was Chasing Mice. So the ones that'll be doing God, Can You Hear Me? Did that one. So this is really cool. It's super unique, and I'm excited to check this one out. There you are. All right. Yep. Mr. Tokalot. Mr. Tokalot.
He said, speaking of, I'll be right back.
Right. All right. We got so thank you, Kevin. And we're going to give a double shout now that you sent us that one, the only one that sent it in. We're going to go ahead and play the one that you and Casual Pharaoh did, We Are Here to Smoke, or We Here to Smoke, something like that. But nonetheless, it's a banger.
How ironic.
So shout out to you guys. I just wanted to give a lot of love to these two because these two are just really great people, man. Really good artists. Like, and their character as human beings are, they're really awesome. So shout out to these two. We Here to Smoke. Shout out Chasing Mice Media for making the music video possible.
Oh,
it's fun.
Okay.
This is a fun music video.
We here to smoke.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
I feel like I'm high watching this.
I vape hard on weed cards till retards my brain parts, then depart to restart. I pull cards on weak marks. Y'all act hard, but y'all sweethearts. Take 3 pulls and y'all sleep hard. I breathe deep till eyes weep. When eyes bleed, I can see far. Green seems to be what I breathe for. TH and Z always need more. Lung vacancies where the dabs are. Can't wait to be high as them stars. Come cough with me till throat sore. See prophecies in a smoke form. Read weed leaves, absorb lore. Tread carefully, you been forewarned. This air you breathe is a war storm. Leave lungs, the brain straight war torn. Start panicking, feel forlorn. Say fuck that, let's smoke more. Get a little bit of this cannabis up in these cords. Mix a little bit of banana kush with the green horde. Hit them with a rip of this medicated drink report. Throw them through the straddles and have them flying where we soared. We come with the best smoke. Toke, hard to the breast spoke. Bam, store alien flow. Outer space, where my brain go. Green berry and I tango. Alien candy gon' get mangled. Lemon haze with the mango. Kush, I don't really wanna say more. We here to smoke. Higher than the highest dreams, lighter than the lightest breeze. We here to smoke. Higher than the highest dreams, lighter than the lightest breeze. We here by aroma, what you notice, the aura so high and potent. Tribal chief, the roller been acknowledged when he's smoking on the high tops, no peak. This climb not for the weak, too high I cannot peep. Below where trouble sleeps, dreams higher than Everest. Full sativa can never rest, still they hating on cannabis like they M on some silly shit. Dab it up, never miss a hit. Invest in smoke like what Burner did. Watch the growth, I learn more of it. Ain't no way they ignoring the way that I'm rolling with confidence. Nonchalant but obvious, collecting bombs like hobbyists. Told us stop being so modest, you can't match my tolerance. Go above and beyond with the lungs of 100 hits. Work ethic has never been favored. Motivated stoner, I breathe for the paper. Spit the highest bars, ain't no spot for your haters. Casually kicking, we ain't worried about later.
Let's go. So
higher than the
dope.
highest dreams, lighter than the lightest breeze. We here to smoke. Higher than the highest dreams, lighter than the lightest breeze. We here. Rips of cannabis till damages, animus in my visages. A dab of 6, I manage it, manage to mangle all of it. Schooling all the fools, providing a smoke scholarship. Lazy lungs abolish it, I blaze this on the continents. Fields of yield, I fuel the needle, flames, I'm burning all of it. Your monstrous hits a little bit, I monster down a lot of it. My future's filled with dabs and herbs, I'll show you what the profit is. Ascending past all dreams, it seems it's elevation cannabis. Tetrahydrocannabinol of all variants. My tolerance of problems, smoke all of this, still ain't feeling shit. A field of dreams is deemed the only quantity achieving it. I mean in this, don't smoke the weed a little bit, outrageous hits. The way y'all smoke, man, y'all must not be serious. I bury the Benjamin, blinking the Blinkerman, doing my dabs from my Puffco experience. Living the life of a smoker, you serious? We here to smoke and I hope that you hearing it. We here to smoke and I hope that you hear it. We here to smoke.
Yeah, that's dope.
Higher than the highest dreams, lighter than the lightest breeze.
Why's that? We here to smoke. Yeah.
Higher than the highest dreams,
All right.
lighter than the lightest breeze. We here to smoke.
Nice.
That was dope.
That
I
was
haven't
re-
seen that yet.
Yeah.
No,
That was dope.
that
Yeah,
definitely.
hey,
it was cool
Fine.
too how the bus
Cottonmouth.
came in.
Yeah. Then when it came in and turned, and then it showed them inside of it.
Yeah, that gave me such that nostalgia just now because I don't know.
Hey, so Cottonmouth Kings, thank you for the
Yes.
service. You can go that way now because we here to smoke, and that was dope.
That was dope.
And they were
Yeah.
That
smoking
gave
on
me
that.
nostalgia.
Hey, but
I
you know,
love it,
if you smoke enough, Cottonmouth is coming back.
Yeah,
I don't know about
will always be
Cottonmouth
back,
Kings,
yeah.
but like Cottonmouth is coming back. If you don't stay hydrated, look. Have you ever just
And I'm not talking
anyone
brisk
who
iced tea,
like
Lipton brisk
indulges
iced tea.
in the cannabis, anyone who indulges in the cannabis, which is not a bad thing. Let's be real.
It's not.
Indulging in cannabis is not a bad thing. Some people is more of a-
Responsibly, it's just like alcohol. Responsibly.
if it isn't indulged as a medical thing, more power to you, because that's probably like the best type of medicine in my
Right.
opinion, and which is
Right.
only my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own opinion now.
And you're allowed to have your own opinion. You serve this country. You defended that freedom.
And for me, for example, it definitely helps with keeping my wildness to an ease, so I'm not out ballistic, just trying to run amok and become Captain Real Save a Ho or Captain. Not like I'd ever want to be like that again, but
Bro, you did help everybody out whenever you were in the game, bro. You always dropped everything for everybody all the time. You would like stop helping somebody else to go help somebody else. You know what I mean? Like before you know it, you never actually helped anybody.
I don't know why that was so fucking funny when you said Captain Sable.
Oh my god.
Sissy had a few cups of wine. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
Hey, yeah.
It's okay. We're all talking about healthy habits. It's okay to have,
Listen.
that one day a week where you can. It saves up to add all the days where you didn't like sip or you didn't like have a drink or anything. Just leave it one day to where you can have a few screwdrivers and not be judged
I almost
for
got
it.
those too.
Yeah.
And I just want to say something on that. Like, people are always so quick to judge. Like, I saw somebody comment on what a Max post the other day saying, well, you say you worship God, but you still smoke pot and you still drink, and you still do that. And it's just that really performative stuff.
Sorry.
It's
Made
that really
weed. Simple.
It's not-
Like there was one day somebody actually discovered that there was just this natural plant that was growing that had buds, so you can
Right.
reseed and regrow that naturally. If you set the sucker on fire, it gave you the best, but also one very tragic side effect, which we all know the tragicness is the endless amount of munchies you can eat until you really come
Our
down
fridge
and then
has filed police reports against us for how much we assault that thing.
look.
What?
Our
Is
refrigerator.
it bad?
Oh,
Is it-
Our cupboard. Our
Is it
snacks.
bad to get the munchies to the point where the food never makes it to the fridge?
Right. Yeah. Like
Like
you
how,
buy it. Yeah.
how bad was your munchie trip one time? Like
Yeah.
mine, look, the first time I've ever
Eating 3 dinners?
experienced.
Maybe eating 3 dinners. That's. I mean,
my first ever munchie like outrage like outburst.
Yeah.
It was probably the second time I ever smoked ever in my life. And I kid you not, bro, I got every bag of Doritos off those shelves. I ended up spending like $35 at the time. And mind you, I'm 35 now, so this was literally like 17 years ago. $30, $32 to $35 worth of Dorito chip bags is a lot of bags of chips, and I
That is a lot of bags of chips, yeah.
I got every bag off those shelves, and it came out to
And you ate all of them?
$33.75. I
You ate
ate them all. I didn't even get out the parking lot. I literally walked out the store, sat my ass down right on the curb where it goes into the parking lot. I never even made it off the curb in front of the store.
right.
Like people were saying, "Excuse me," and I think one dude tried to give me $1 thinking I was homeless. Like, no, dude, I'm a
I'm
kid.
just hungry.
Like, no, I'm
just
good.
hungry.
Stranger danger. I see you.
Oh, that's oh, that's funny.
And I did not move from that curb until I ate every bag. I didn't throw nothing on the floor. I didn't litter. I didn't even let one drop. I ate every chip out, all of those bags.
And you were still hungry afterwards too.
Dude, I went back in that fucker and bought more munchies. The cashier clerk was literally looking at me like, dude, you just got like $40 worth of chips.
Probably thought you wouldn't handed them all out or something.
No, because I walked in with
There's
all
no
the
way
trash
this skinny
bags.
dude
I walked
ate
in
all
with
of
all
those
the
chips.
trash in the bags, and I threw it in the trash in the store.
Wow.
Like he
That's
saw me
funny.
throw away all the empty bags in the store, and yet he still was just like, "You were just in here like
Yeah,
20 minutes ago."
Yeah, already
Did
back
you-
for more.
It's
Hey.
about 20 minutes to eat all of that, and then I went back in for more, and he's just like, "Bro, what is wrong with you?" Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
So hey, I appreciated that last music video so much because of how creative it was, and I have to because since we are talking about Miss Mac being here on the podcast, I wanted to showcase one of the videos that she shot. Okay, here's the cool thing about this. Here's the cool thing about this. So this was taken half in Arizona and half in Colorado. So there's going to
Mad
be
Hatter.
Mad Hatter, yeah. So this is off my Back from
I
the Attic
forgot
album.
honestly how many music videos I've done, and like
At least
we were
6,
just talking
5,
about this
6.
earlier today. Like we had a little moment when we were filming our stuff, like of just like that re-spark of Oh,
we
it's
were
bad
happy
because
Yeah.
we've both been just such in a slump of like, you know, go to work, come home, you know, like just zone out,
Play
like
video
eat dinner,
games
go
and
to
chill.
bed,
That's
pay our
it.
bills.
Yeah.
And we haven't had that creative, like, you know, jump in a line.
Regeneration,
And
yeah.
it feels almost like depressing. Like we've not that we've been depressed, we're happy people.
It just
but
feels slow.
You,
like,
Yeah.
like we're
you guys
missing
got
something.
so settled into what
we were adjusting to having
you
our
guys
own
have
place.
built, you know. So it's like you're still
Yeah.
waiting to see the result, but you guys went backwards. You guys reconnected in the setting to where you guys actually started off. So
we
that's
committed
definitely
because we
something
keep
that-
putting stuff off. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? But we
it's-
committed,
it-
and now we're here, and we're
Yeah.
doing it, and it just reignited that spark for both of us. You
And
know
then
what I mean?
another thing too, as I was telling him earlier, like anytime we talk about planning, filming something, I start to get kind of anxiety about it, like overthinking, like, oh, it's well, like, what are we gonna do? Like, this isn't good enough. You're not good enough. Like, my head starts attacking me. Like things start to attack me that prevent me from wanting to try it. But then once we start doing it, it all comes out. And I'm like, okay, wait, let's do this.
You get real into
like,
it,
comes
yeah.
out of, you
Yeah,
know,
and then you're like, oh,
then
that's
that-
right. We
that-
filmed 6 music videos already. It isn't
Yeah,
like
and
I'm
then
new to
Yeah.
this.
and that goes off to what I be telling my big bro too. Like, you know, because there'll be days where like we'll just chat and he'll be like, bro, you know, like something's just like it's not where it's supposed to be. I'm patience. Look back at what
Yeah.
you've already done. You know, even though the achievements don't need to be on the billboard to know that they exist.
Right.
That's like
Right.
that's like you can be a superhero without wearing a cape or a letter on your chest, and
Right.
Exactly.
you can't call yourself a superhero because think about all the people that have reached out versus the ones that aren't able to, but just like have humbled that savior you've brought to them that just continue on to live every day. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones
No,
that reached
that's right.
out really, you know what I'm saying? It could be a whole different story between everybody and anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your music just has to hit the right ear for the right step, and it can stop a whole disaster.
Oh, and
just
we're
like-
getting
just talking to somebody
Yeah.
and on the right day for you to talk to them, but their wrong day. It could be a bad day for them.
That one
But just-
song hits, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, that's right. Puts them right back into like it realigns them again.
Yeah, you
'Cause
know.
that's
So
what
it's
music
like,
is. It's there to be understood. When you listen for things that you want. For people that want to be depressed, they listen to sad stuff. For people that want to be mad, I mean, like when you go to the gym, you want to listen to hard hitting music because you're lifting
yeah,
weights, right? So
builds up
you
that,
want to listen to what you want. So people want the truth of what it is to walk in this life and struggle a little bit and overcome it and all that. It doesn't always have to be like emotional. It could be hard hitting, acrobatical type, engineered delivery, but it still has the same message, right? It's just being approached differently. So that's why I think this song is really cool because when we first started dating, we started doing all this, like we did Stuck in My Head, and I think that this is actually the one right that we did Stuck in My Head, and then I don't know if we did
And then
any-
we did
didn't you guys do
Cursed.
Avalanche?
Cursed
too?
and Cursed as
No,
well.
I didn't
No,
do
no, that
Avalanche.
was his name was Anti
that was way before we even
or
met.
Dark Matter Media. He was Dark
Yeah.
Matter Media.
Oh,
That was
okay,
back in
okay.
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
He
we
stopped.
did-
I don't know where he went.
So the
He got
videos
fell
we've done together are Stuck in My Head,
off. First one, yep, then Cursed.
Mad Hatter,
Yep.
Wild One.
Wild One. I love that
I
one.
did the recap video as
Recap
well
for Last Poet
their
Society.
last show, and then
Face
there
Off.
was Face Off. Wasn't there another one? Or that might be it.
I think that there probably is more,
You
but
could just look.
I
at
really
your
wanted
YouTube
to.
channel
Yeah,
and
go to my
see.
YouTube channel and go see. I give the credits where it deserves, so you'll see where her credits are.
So,
I really
and then
so-
hearing that, right? Hearing that,
Yeah.
and this is for Sissy. Hearing that,
Yeah.
right? How enlightened you was, just even explaining the work you've already done. So it should never be a point of downplaying yourself. Don't ever do that. Because like I tell
Thank you.
you, big bro over there, look at everything you guys already done. Look at the achievement. It should only be gratifying to the ones who's doing it because that's the purpose of why they're doing it, right?
right.
So
right.
Right.
for big bro, the music comes from your soul. So gratification from anyone other than your soul, that's what really matters. Same thing with you, Sissy. The
Absolutely.
work you've done, it should only gratify. It should be allowed to be humbled by the person creating it. You know what I'm
I
saying? And
appreciate that a lot.
this is motivation that's come from you guys with this here to stay movement, to have that confidence, to back up everything you do without no regrets, without thinking back, without coming back. And that's
Yeah,
what ultimately
absolutely.
I really try
Look
to
at
show
you,
and I really try to
sensei.
promote.
And I
Sensei
love that.
David.
Yeah.
And I just want to share real quick too
Yeah, go
that,
ahead.
you know, prior to meeting him, I've always been an artistic person myself. I was in choir, I was in band. I did art, I did like graphic design, I did like drawing. And ever since I got rheumatoid arthritis, I have not been able to draw in a long time. And it really took a toll on me mentally and in my soul
Yeah.
that I could not do this artistic thing I loved anymore. So meeting him and being able to discover photography has been such a reawakening in my soul for me, of
Yeah.
my creativity, of bringing that spark back.
Yeah.
Because for years before I met him, sorry, it's very loud in the background.
It's really loud behind you.
I apologize.
No, you're okay. You got a full house over there, my
Hey,
friend.
Do you have a gain
I
button
have
on yours?
ADHD, so I can only focus on
What?
one sound at once.
Do you have a gain button on your microphone?
Yeah,
If it is,
Do
turn the
I?
gain down.
it's okay. They're good
Well, I
now.
mean,
It's okay. He's
Yep.
got kiddos. We're good.
absolutely.
But anyway,
How's
so
that?
no, I was just saying, I'm not trying to ramble. I've had a few drinks, but I'm basically just saying, like, having this reignition of my creativity again has really been amazing because I felt a part of me for years has been dead because I could no longer do the artistic thing that I wanted. It was either that or I just lost the spark. But even like earlier today, like I said, we just having that little spark again.
Oh, we got back to the car jumping.
Oh, we were jumping
We were like,
around,
oh, check this out. Look, I
like,
really
we
like how
did
the
it.
other side. We were so happy. We were
And
high
it's
fiving
just-
and
But
everything.
it definitely shows, you know, and that's amazing to hear because although one sense of the creativity may have been, you know, tainted a little bit, you still have other senses of creativity that now even just enlightening
Life
and
just got busy.
shining
Life just got
that, you
busy.
know, shining your talent
needed
and
this.
shining your creativity and having that keen sense eye for, you know, that definitely brings back even youth feeling.
Right.
So, you know, and
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
it's-
Thank
yeah.
you.
really
Yeah,
always go for
it's
in
that
life
joy
is
deep down in you. It's that
Yeah.
joy deep down inside of you that you
It's
that
that
you
deep
love.
down thing that I know I can do, but I just doubt myself so much. And honestly, being with him inspires me a lot to try to come back out of that because unfortunately, I was a person of like most of us that suffered through a lot of trauma. And so a lot of those things just kind of died off over
Yeah.
time. I used to be
Yeah.
such a I says sometimes I'll sit there and think, man, like, dude, you used to do so much. You were doing choir, you were in band, you were drawing, you had this going on, you had this going
Yeah.
on. Like, what the fuck happened to you? Now you're just like going through the motions every single day. And
Kind of feeling like you're just like existing instead
just
of living.
feeling like
now.
I'll be honest, like some days I dissociate a lot. I have a lot of disorders where it makes me like dissociate and like
Yeah.
kind of try to, whenever I feel too emotional, my response is to just cancel it out and be like, it doesn't exist. Just put it over there. And it's rendered. It's not rendered, but what's the word I'm looking for?
It's rendered. sounds
It slowed
right.
me down a lot in life. I'll say
Derailed.
derailed me. Yes,
Derailed
it's
your
derailed
motivation.
me a lot, and I'm still trying to find my way back being sober and things. So basically, what I'm saying is, this is just great doing this.
You know, that's why I love it. So
Definitely.
hey,
You guys
So we're not-
definitely shine light off each other. If you know, if there was because nothing's ever perfect. Let's be real. If the world was perfect, there wouldn't be death. There wouldn't be like chaos. There wouldn't be none of that negative stuff.
nothing.
that
It would be
comes
boring
out.
if life was perfect. Everything would be boring because there'd
Yeah.
be nothing
Exactly.
to be excited about.
There's no
Hey.
there's no balance. There's no balance.
To
And
say
you guys definitely balance each other out,
thank you, brother. That means a lot for real.
Thank
You know that. So
of course.
for everybody who has not, for anyone who has not seen her work, I'm about to give you guys one of my
Yeah,
absolute
sorry.
favorites.
I'm
No,
rambling
it's
too.
it's called. Let's talk about it. There's no time limit on this.
Yeah.
We can talk.
This is
But
having
shout
fun.
out, shout out to
Your
my
special
shout out to
guest.
my-
Why not indulge the
I
world a
was
little
so
bit on you?
flattered.
Yeah.
I was so flattered when he said he wanted me on.
Oh,
I know
absolutely.
I'm your fiance.
But hey, you know what? We're a team. We're in this together. So
I love it.
shout out to the lovely Miss
Shout out
Mac.
you guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I love it.
lost poet. I am the lost poet. I am the lost poet. I am the lost poet.
La 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 show you'll probably ever see. It's bold, it's raw, it brings the flaws that most don't see. So please find your seat, it's time to get going, so feast your eyes. The one and the only, now what is his name? What do they call him? I am the lost poet. Gotta just mention the places I've been, the more racism is made to shape me to be the best me. I am who I am, and I'm making a breakthrough. Like a good friend in Allstate, I'm here and I'm bringing the playful. So when I say I'm here to stay, I'm here to break a change. Yeah, I'm here to bring a better view.
Look at how long your hair is now versus then.
Right?
I know.
This is some good shots.
You like how it keeps going back and forth from black to white, like, and it's like snow with a black hoodie, desert with a white hoodie.
My whole life I've been doubted by people I thought would be proud to see me alive.
Check this part out.
Placing the bets on the sauce, waiting for the call, waiting for me to
Check
shine.
how much
Woo!
you
Rains that it pours up in houses, soaking. I'm not gonna give in the test of what's rain. It's not what you can, but how can you stand when it's easier to just sit? Convicted and sentenced with life in the amendment. I take in the veteran, call me a veteran. Don't care for the top, don't care for the talk. I'm leading the flock, I'm reaching the heaven, the infinite ever, the now and forever. Then look up to God, I ask God to get better. All he said was to keep on going. I promise I got you until the end.
Oh, I love that song so much. Oh, look, I got super motivated watching that, man. Like I look up to God and ask what to do. He says, just keep on going. I promise I got you to the end, man. That's so powerful. That's so
And
powerful.
God, like you were saying earlier, he literally led us to that spot we filmed at.
Yeah.
The sun
yeah,
was
that was
shining
so
on him
crazy.
perfectly.
Dude, you have like a whole evolution with like a lot of and this is another thing we've always talked about. Like, look at like the evolution of your music. Look at how, and that's one of your early stages of music. So like, look at
Right.
that and your craft and how you were always saying like you ain't never stopped. Your foot pedal's always on the go. You know what I'm saying? And look at how much craft you've done built from then till now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
No, absolutely.
that is a true testimony of like sky's the limit. As long as you continue to put in the hard work and the grind, you get the result of your
Yep.
craft.
Yeah,
And
hard
look,
hard work and
all
grit,
the
man.
work.
Hard work and grit. Don't ever
All
put
the work
look,
you've done from
this
then
doesn't
till
come easy,
now.
man. No,
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead.
And it's just like
Yeah.
you've just all you've done was just live your life.
that's all
But
it is.
now it's
30
you know
years of living before I started writing, and like I had all of that to write about, like, you know what I mean. And this isn't easy. Sometimes I really got to dig deep into some sensitive parts of my life that I gotta, you know, it's like it's part of the healing process, addressing it, putting it out in the open, releasing it, letting the world hear it, and letting those thoughts and those demons know you don't have control over me. You know what I mean? Like the word is spread, like hundreds of thousands of views already. I almost have 200,000 total views on all my music in only 6 years. I know,
nice.
you know, and my time is around the corner, but nonetheless, this is such an amazing journey. One more, and then I want to get into some am I the a-hole Redis?
Yay.
So here we go.
Yes.
Of course, brought to you by the lovely Miss Mac, but here we go. Check this one out. Ready to play? Let's talk. This is the last time we did this music video up here. It's the same spot.
I was trying to choose them.
My kids coming, I can feel it in my chest. So when the beats are rolling, I give it my best. When I take a leap, you know it about to make a landing. Get me going, about to show the world why we uncanny. No matter the path, you thinking you were designated. The aftermath always depend on decision making. Last laugh always coming without hesitation.
Regenerated.
Steady to aim, I'm a clear shot. Ready to play, let's talk. Testing the name, yeah, you better be ready. Behind the smile, I'm a wild one, back off. Ready to play, let's talk. Testing the name, yeah, you better be ready. Behind the smile, I'm a wild one, back off.
Did you really fight bear?
Grizzly Bears.
Did you really fight? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took a lot of notes from my backslides. Every time I fell back, had to go and get right. Spent a lot of long nights fighting myself inside.
To get to my prime, I had to get my mind.
Refocus mind like mine with a different kind of course. I'm coming locked and loaded, ready to speak the right. They here to stay, they carved in stone. I'm taking names, all that I'm walking, make a change, bringing hope and hit that note.
In memory of Hunter S. Thompson.
That one was really fun to film too.
Here's the quote from Hunter S. Thompson: "Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intentions of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather skid into the broadside of a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, 'Wow, what a ride!'"
That's a fucking
I love Hunter S. Thompson for that reason.
That's how
right
I
there.
live my life. I don't
Like
care
going out with a
any
bang.
outside things.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and make sure everybody knows that I went crazy on those edits and I went a little overboard. I was just having way too much
But it was
fun.
so good.
Like Mad Hatter was perfect, but that one I knew I went a little overboard, but it was just, I was still learning how to do it. And I was just like, this is a wild song. Why not let it be wildly, I don't know.
Fuck it, why not? Zero,
It's
zero
okay.
craft, you know.
Why not? Why not? Exactly. All right.
We do what we want.
You know what time it is.
Bongalan.
All right. So now it's time for us to all judge if these Redditards are the a-holes.
That's my favorite.
Because here's the
nail.
thing. Here's the thing. If you feel like you need to get answers from the internet, validation from the internet, because you
I
think
got
that
plenty
whatever
of
situation
chocolate
that
for
you
that
have,
shit then.
whatever situation you have,
Then you're pathetic.
you feel like the
I'm
internet
sorry.
needs to give you advice rather than figure it out. Or, I'll tell you what, if you
You're not
talk to the
pathetic,
big
I'm
man
sorry.
upstairs, Reddit will never give you the answers. He'll give you.
No,
But anyway,
no,
let's
won't,
get into
no,
this.
won't.
That's what makes this fun. Am I the a-hole for skipping my grandmother's funeral and going on vacation instead? Oh, here we go. You heard that right.
Maybe, probably, yeah.
Okay. So wait, you skipped your grandma's funeral to go on vacation instead. Look, let's. get to the
I don't
bottom
even
of
want to
this
read the
because I
rest.
feel like
Yes.
Grandma said. I feel like
Yeah.
it's gonna get to the point where Grandma maybe said, "Don't even come to my funeral. I want you to go on a
And-
vacation."
well, I
Let's
mean,
see.
hold on. Well, then,
We'll
like,
see.
if you had a bad
just
relationship
assuming.
and bad connection with it, then it's really it
Right,
fulfills you.
right.
But, like,
This is complicated. That's a complicated one because when
Oh
it
my
comes to
gosh.
family, whenever anything comes, when it comes to family at all, it's going to be complicated.
It's going to be complicated.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be very, very.
We have
complicated.
Oh my
a few
God.
good ones on here that I spent hours. I just want to say sifting through shit for these.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
hope you
she
guys
found
enjoy.
these really good ones. So here we go. We're going to get into this. All right. Male 25, has started planning a trip to Oregon for over a month. That's an awesome journey. Let's go.
okay.
I'm visiting my long distance best
My
friend in
dream
his
home.
hometown. I've never traveled outside of the Appalachia, the South. This will be my very first flight. I had requested time off from work. I work retail, so I was lucky to get the week off, and I got a loan from my dad to go on this trip. He wants me to explore states and their potential graduate schools. Plus, my friend's family had already bought event tickets and made plans. Basically, me and the others had invested so much time and money into this trip. So far, we've gotten to the point of where you're making everybody understand that no matter who died, it don't matter.
This is-
You're like,
Jesus
I
Christ.
put money
It don't
on
matter
this.
if the resurrection of Jesus
And
Christ happened.
he made
You
all
had
the
it.
He was like, listen, this trip is happening, and this
Yeah.
is why it's happening.
This is
I am
happening.
invested
Inspiration.
into this. Like I'm invested into this. Like,
Right.
I mean, I understand. I
Okay.
understand that.
I was
get
supposed
it.
to fly out this morning. However, about 5 hours before my flight, I received a call from my aunt saying that my grandma had passed away. That sucks. That's real. So hold on. So
That timing is
bad.
horrible.
So the day
my
you're flying out
goodness.
is when grandma passed away. Okay, so the funeral is going to be that day. Okay, let's get through this, okay? Because I don't want to assume that this is the a-hole, but let's. She has been sick for years and was put in a nursing home months ago. I expect her to pass within a year, but don't expect it to happen so soon, right? And it's unfortunate. My aunt lost her husband earlier.
And they
this
did
is
say
like
that they took a week off, so it's a week-long trip.
it's a week-long trip.
So that might be why.
So
yeah.
it's a week-long trip. The day you're leaving, which means 7 days
And I
from
don't
then,
know how long
are
it
they
takes
going
to
to
plan a
plan? Were they
funeral.
planning the funeral? No. Funerals look like
It's like a week, right?
like,
Usually,
well,
Yeah, but
well,
that's
so
that's
the
it's
celebration of life.
depending on payment if they
Celebration of
receive the
life is
payment.
right?
The celebration of life in the week. Usually, you could plan a funeral.
Within a week.
That could
or
take
two.
weeks.
Within a month. Within a month.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
I don't know. I
Well, it really depends
I mean,
because if you
typically-
cremate, you have all the time in the world. Then really,
Yeah, cremations all the time in the world because so if you're talking about open, okay, we're getting to
Okay,
Obviously.
anyway.
cremate grandma. Plenty of time, but I got this trip I really provided for that I'm taking. I'm sorry.
I needed to let that know. I should have started the post off with saying "Rest in peace to my lovely grandmother."
I know, right? I didn't even
Like,
think about that.
You didn't even say that. First of all, I love my grandmother dearly, and I love her, and so this is, and I'm just
I put
wondering, am I
$1,000 into this trip already. Should be
yeah,
good.
you know what? The
I mean, I
$1,000,
feel it.
but was this your
Honestly.
was you her favorite grandchild or something? Because that would be a big.
Because look,
F
if
you.
it was my grandma, I would drop everything. I don't care. I would eat the money,
Absolutely.
but my
If we're on
grandma
tour, we're
also
stopping-
raised my
we're gonna have
ass.
to skip a show
So
or two to go. Yeah, look, that's just that's how it is. My mom was extremely attached to my grandma. Well, my mom, I'm assuming. Attached? What a weird way to say that. However, my grandma treated her poorly. She disrespected her, manipulated her, and doing everything for her. She was absolutely neglectful. She never showed up. Oh, that sounds personal. She never showed up, skipped her graduation and talent show performances, prioritized my uncle, and made my mom question her worth daily. Despite this, my mom essentially worshipped her and worked for approval and never received. My relationship with my mother is similar. However, my mom has done the complete opposite and raised me to believe I need to be there constantly. I keep my mom, who's disabled and unemployed, up financially. I pay rent. I buy cigarettes for her. I live in a home full of cigarette smoke and around 10 cats and two.
Is this
Oh
Aspen?
my God.
No
Is this
shit.
Aspenfield? No kidding. I am fully aware that I'm an adult and I can move out, but I've always felt guilty to leave my mom on her own. So you're choosing. In a way, I feel stuck and stunted as a functioning adult. Well, because you're choosing to be
Self-chosen.
So I cannot comfortably. So it sounds like I cannot comfortably cancel or change my flight too far out due to finances and strict work schedule. I was lucky to be able to change my flight to tomorrow without paying a crazy extra amount. I felt extremely guilty about continuing the trip, mostly due to comments from my mother and other family members, of course, because they're always going to talk. Where did I leave off? So my mother.
But then even if she wasted that money, like once down the road, and it comes to the point where nobody's really concerned about the actual grieving process anymore.
Right.
Negative talking about, oh, you wasted all that money, all this and all that.
Yeah.
And guilt trip about that.
Exactly. However, my best friend's cousin and dad have told me to continue as my trip as it's already. Wait, my best friend, cousin, and dad have all told me to continue my trip as it's already been planned. It's an opportunity for me to be finally somewhere independent. So
this is the first trip they've ever taken by themselves, basically. They had been planning this for a while.
Right.
They were really excited. They their dad even gave them money because his dad wanted him to just go out and enjoy life.
Right.
And so that's why this one, I picked this one because it was really hard. I'm ooh, it's your grandma, but you didn't have a good relationship with her either.
It says, because that's what then he says, I'm not really grieving. I cannot forgive my grandma for the harm she did to me and my mother. Oh, so she harmed you too? But I can't stand the thought of my mom being alone. She has siblings, a niece, and even my dad, her ex-husband. So I'm used to being the sole provider for my mom. I just don't think I can adequately provide support for her when I've struggled mentally, mostly due to my home life. I need a break. Am I in the wrong for still going on this trip financially? No, absolutely not. I'll say right now, I don't think you're the a-hole. I don't think so, because it sounded like that grandma was not just mean to her daughter, but also mean to you as well. So I just feel like you're not obligated to do anything in this life. Now, some things are morally correct and some things are morally incorrect. You know what I mean? Or ethically, however you want to look at it. But in this certain situation, in my opinion, I don't think you're the a-hole. I think
not in the wrong.
No, because you already invested all this time into this, and it isn't like this was your sweet old grandma that made sure every year to send you the gift that you always wanted.
I'm not in the grieving process because of the harm that he did to my mother and myself. And that's the part where all right, now it's clarified. It wasn't just your mom that suffered from trauma because of her. It was you as well.
Right.
So no, you're not in the wrong. I think even putting off the trip an extra day, that's even more than what you would think somebody would want to do. So even they should still appreciate that. But no, you're not the a-hole for still enjoying and taking your trip that you did all this planning and preparation for. Especially with your best friend and to see it, not the a-hole.
And the fact that they weren't even close with their grandma, because for me personally, I'm really close with my grandma. I love my freaking grandma. Yeah. So if I had a trip planned and something happened to her, I would literally drop everything and eat the money. But for this person, they're not even close with their grandma, and it sounds like it was very strained. So, like, no, not the apple.
Yeah, and
Not
for
the
me,
ale.
for me, I got dealt with the kind of crappy hand. I was in Colorado when I was actually with my second child's mother.
Lorenzo.
Yes, with his mom.
Lorenzo,
I
his
was
son.
Yeah, we were just hanging out one day, and then I got I checked my phone, and I had probably about like a dozen missed calls and a few text messages. I'm like, what's going on? Apparently, I was added into like a whole family group message or whatever, but it just went silent after some time. And then I get that message where my grandmother had passed away and all that. So I kind of didn't really like when I got that message. I couldn't just like drop what I was doing and afford to like really come back. And even like when I had the funds to be able to come back, I was rejected the chance to come back to actually like show even though I've been back like 6 years now.
Yeah.
I don't have the address for the gravesite. I don't have no location of just a location of where I can show my respects to my grandma.
Right.
And it's some family won't give you that opportunity for some reason. I don't know why. And it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me because there are those days where I can just walk to like a corner of my city and like just disappear and go have my moments and talk and just try to like spiritually fill out and whatnot, but as life moves on, so does, life situations, trials, tribulations, and all that stuff. So,
right.
I haven't had, and it's like, Sissy, what you were talking about, like just getting so into the motion of just like moving with like other stuff throughout your days that you almost lose the concept of what really like made you happy and like really brought out like spiritual like energy.
Rejuvenation, right?
Exactly.
It's like that's the word.
So,
That's
like not being able to have those moments where I can like spiritually like release and have my moments where I can speak or just like feel like what I need to from the universe. It does bring depression and it does bring like sense of like urgency to just like have anxiety and just like irrationally think and move and whatnot.
Me and him were just talking about that the other day, that we've both been feeling very like anxious and just kind of depressed, and not with each other or anything.
It's because you're just doing the same thing every day, going to work, coming home.
And we enjoy each other's company at home and whatnot, but like we both are feeling like we feel like we should be doing something.
Because we know what we can be doing.
We know we could be doing more, but that's why, what's funny about the whole thing of us moving to Colorado is that God literally gave me that idea out of nowhere. We had just come back from a trip from the
Last Poets Society,
from the Last Poets trip. And I looked at him and I looked at his face and I just felt kind of his sadness, honestly. I looked at him and I could feel his sadness, and him being my soulmate, it broke my heart. So I was like, this isn't working anymore. We need to go where we're going to be happy.
So selfless.
And I said, let's go to Colorado. And look, I've lived in Arizona. It's not easy for me because I've lived there my entire life. I do have a life as much of an introvert. I am. My best friend lives there, Mallory Hummel. Shout out, girl, if you're watching. Love you. Love you, babe.
Shout out, Mallory.
I'm leaving her. I'm leaving my grandma. I'm leaving a lot of my extended family. My dad and my mom are coming with, and the biggest thing too is my son is going to be living with us, so that's a big thing for me too.
A lot of uncles.
A lot of uncles. Yes.
Yeah.
But I am sacrificing.
Pretty much
I am
like
making a sacrifice.
You're stepping out your comfort zone.
I'm making a sacrifice.
Look, this want to know what true love is how selfless for somebody that is just who's never moved like out of state.
I like to stay like if something's working, I will just stick with it.
Right. And that's just comfortability. And for her to sit there and see like how I am when I'm in Colorado, when I'm around, because I don't have any friends now I do because Richard's out in Arizona. But I don't really have any friends out here, and I don't really care to make friends because like, look, I'm 36.
Arizona sucks.
I have my friends, I have my circle. I got my David, got my team in Colorado. You're A1 day one. We got Bino out in Florida. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And Kayla, love you, bestie.
Well. So like we have our people, and so for her to like be willing to make that uncomfortable step, which
Which
but,
it was.
well, she also knows it's like, you know what though, but I don't want to live in the desert. I want to be in the
don't.
mountains. I want
I
to have a
don't.
goat farm, but we can't have a goat farm in
Look,
Phoenix.
Change-
she's
but-
gonna show up to the mountains and with whatever heat wave that Colorado's gonna have, and she's like, "This is what y'all call a heat wave."
Yeah,
Suckers.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
really.
though.
This
Yeah.
is like
Hey, I'll always be an AZ girl, born and raised. I love my home state.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't always how it is now. Like
You know,
it was different when I was growing up. It really was. Like Arizona people are really such country people. Like they're very good-hearted, great people. It's the Californians that ruined it.
It's her dad every day never fails to be like, "Ugh, I hate
It's-
this heat, and look at them like, Colorado Springs is only 60 degrees.
You know,
right now."
only 30% of Arizona residents are from there.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
There's
crazy.
not. That's
You
why.
don't, hear, you don't hear
and-
about stuff like that in the East Coast, except like, so for example, like Connecticut, you hear about a lot of like Middle Eastern people coming out here for like insurance and all that. Like this state is
H1B1 written, right?
is crazy. It's just
What's
It's
the
insane.
one?
People from India coming out with
Oh,
visas and stuff.
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, so
Well,
hey,
it's the money that they're bringing with that's really making like the cost of living like dreadful.
yeah,
They're
well,
making
that's
the
why.
cost of revenue on everything go up, but they're not understanding like minimum
That's the
wage
problem
isn't going
here.
up because of that.
Yeah.
Minimum
That's the
wage for the
problem.
state and like wages and shit is going up of what you gotta spend, but
It doesn't. Make
you're
any
not willing
sense,
to pay me what it costs to live.
Right.
yeah. Right.
And
Like,
that's a big.
why should I stay in this state then? Why should I
Right.
try to work to afford the way you want me to live if what you're offering to pay me doesn't compare?
Exactly.
You know, so it's almost like how it kind of was in Colorado when we lived out there. You know, like didn't matter what household you really was in, even if it was a studio. Like you
Mhm.
had to have like 2 sets of income to really like afford to live anywhere
Yeah.
there, and it kind of like was upsetting because Colorado, especially
Minimum
Colorado
wage
Springs,
was terrible. Minimum wage was terrible
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
that's why it makes
and
yeah,
you didn't have anything paying good unless it was like a government job or it was
Yeah.
like something that was really like if it paid the part to live even on your own, you had to have so much credentials and like you had to be spending money in order to really get into some place
Yeah.
like that. And it's like,
Exactly.
yeah.
bro, I'm applying to work for you. What makes you think I got the money to spend like a couple thousand to work for you?
Mhm.
You can
Yeah,
you
really.
can reimburse me that couple thousand for a sign-on bonus, and they're like,
No.
no,
Right.
like we'll give you a
No.
401k, but you got to pay up to 5% of your check every time for us to match.
Yeah.
So you're
Involuntarily.
asking me to pay you a substantial amount of my monthly gross income for you to even match what I'm paying.
Right.
Exactly.
To give me something or to afford me to live when I'm older.
Right.
What the
That's just
fuck are you talking
I've been-
about?
I've been stressing about that lately too. I was like, I don't know if I even have a 401k because I haven't checked in a long minute. But like, no, like that's like a big problem out here in Arizona. Is I grew up here, so when I was 18 years old, I got a 1-bedroom apartment for $750 a month, and it was like a nice apartment too. It was like in a nice area, had a pool and shit, like new appliances,
Okay.
the same apartment in the same fucking area. And it's not even as nice anymore because fentanyl has unfortunately taken over my state.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so
And
bad.
it breaks my heart because
It's so bad.
I'm a native
homeless population is so
of
bad.
Phoenix. Growing up there, it was not that bad, dude. Like we had a very wholesome, community. We were, everyone looked out for each other. Like, yeah, it was hot in the summer, but we made the best of it.
Yeah.
And it seems like now, like drugs have unfortunately taken over, and so has gentrification. That's why I complain so much about California. It's not just California, but it's mostly California because they came over here. Because back in the day, it was cheap to live here. We were one of the cheapest freaking cities to live in.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean-
right now, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't mean to cut you off, and I do apologize.
No, you're fine. You're
'Cause
fine.
I did this research like 3 days ago, actually. One of the cheapest places and affordable places to actually have a benefit with minimum wage versus cost of living is
Wyoming.
Indiana and Illinois.
Really,
Wyoming.
I believe
Yes.
that. I believe that.
Wyoming. I rented a studio. I rented a studio cabin out there for $500 a month.
So the problem here is it was really affordable,
But
to
it was
live in
renting
Phoenix.
though.
Yeah.
Until the gates.
So
flew
the
open.
problem is, so Phoenix, we have a downtown, obviously, right on the little in downtown. There's a bunch of little houses. People from California would come here, buy those houses for like 100-something grand, 200 grand. They would
And try
fix
to
them up.
flip it with the
They
rules
would-
regulations of California.
They would flip it. So when I started working for the housekeeping company I currently work for, I cleaned one of those houses. It was a move out clean. It was my very first job with this company. And the guy was selling the house. It was a very, very, very tiny, basically the size of our apartment, honey. 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in downtown Phoenix, not a good area. And they wanted $450,000 effing dollars for it. The same, and let me tell you something. My parents bought my childhood home that my brother, my sister-in-law still live in with my niece and nephew. It's still in the family. I lived in it too for a while before them. But it's a 3-bed, 2-bath in Glendale, which is a nicer part of Phoenix. They bought that house for $120,000 back in 2000. The same house is worth like 500 grand.
Dude,
now.
yeah, it's
So
crazy.
don't
The
tell me
housing market's crazy.
gentrification ain't a thing.
Oh,
And you know what's
I-
crazy? Hartford, like Connecticut in general, especially like the Connecticut areas closest towards like New York borderline, we deal with that shit too. Because since I've lived in the property I've lived in now, this is like our third like different business owner, management and all that. And the first one, they were all right. They, but they charged for what wasn't here. They charged for literally, and they did some crazy illegal shit. I'm not putting their name out, and I'm not putting out what they did, but they did some real illegal shit. That the next time I see the property manager, I'm not gonna have words for him, but I'm gonna have words for him, and it's called lightning and thunder. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, right.
The second business managers that bought the property, they just trash altogether. Not only did they try to increase rent due to the living situations of Queens, of where they're based out of. How's it going, Casual? And happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Casual.
Birthday, brother. Happy belated
Shout
birthday.
Get a whole month. I'm just kidding.
So not only were they trying to like increase like the whole
Hi,
building
Teddy.
rent versus like how the cost of living is in New York, based out of Queens.
Yeah.
They really tried doing some like crooked shit and having it switched over in 2 weeks. Unfortunately, unfortunately, people are not dumb, and we, quickly hopped on the internet and looked up rules, regulations, even through both states, federal and all that. And it stated, and it literally gave like the proper standard of what and how to handle that.
Right.
So off the jump, and it stated if anything else is happening or anything like that's doing the opposite, it can be like reported as fraud and all that.
Right.
So unfortunately for them, I served our country. So Uncle Sam still follows behind me when it comes to law and shit. So, I did what I normally do.
You just
And
knew
I,
your homework.
yeah.
You just knew your homework.
So
You knew what
they
you were
tried
doing.
to jump our rent like $400. And
That's
first of all,
crazy.
you got
Our
me
landlord tried to do
jacked
that
all the way.
once.
Like
That's crazy.
first of all, have you seen the area we live in? It's not even worth what we're paying now.
No.
We don't have none of the appliances that state what we're supposed to have. We have so much crap that's wrong with this place. Like you got me up sideways if you think I'm paying an additional $400 to live here.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
They not only were they trying to work with us, they were calling me about twice a week, trying to add an additional like $400 every time they called me. I'm like,
That's so
you must
stupid.
think I'm like
You can't just
bizarrely
do that.
stupid.
No,
Then I'm
you
just
can't
gonna
do
continue to do this. Like I have record of
get it
all
notarized.
payments. I have
Get it
record of
notarized.
everything I've sent you guys, all this and all that. And it
They're trying to
states that
bully
you
you.
guys don't even have our security deposit on file, which we've paid a
Right.
double.
Which makes
We
me
had to
think
pay
the lease ain't
double.
even accurate. The lease isn't
We-
even real.
We never signed a lease with
This-
that property manager.
See, so they couldn't even evict
That
you
was
then.
like our last
Yeah,
situation
they couldn't even
too.
evict you
She
then.
tried to raise the rent on us too
Yeah.
because in the summer here it gets really hot, so the AC bill was going up. I'm like, how is it going up? You keep it at 80.
And we didn't have no
We
control.
were
over
living
it.
in a back room.
Yeah, we had like 10 fans. That was when we lived in that
She
back house.
advertised it as a back house, but it was a master bedroom that was
Sealed
attached to the house that was sealed off.
Yeah.
It was so ghetto.
Stupid.
Look, you know what? You know what was so terrible? You know what's so terrible? These guys literally gave me the perfect connection number to call to get in touch with the VA, which is when I started like doing the whole process of getting in touch with the VA. And you know, I talked to a representative that helped with veterans with like home issues and whatnot. So they appointed me a veteran state appointed lawyer that was still like National Guard reserved and all that. So he did, you know, he does his stuff. So like when I kind of told him about it, he already knew the company because it wasn't his first time dealing head to head with that company in this matter too. So he was like, this is what I'm going to do you, right?
Right.
For the next several months, don't pay rent. I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? Like, he's like, look, if you're making good money, save your money. You know what I'm saying? This is your chance to really like do something for the kids. Holidays is coming up. Save your money. Do not pay rent. If you have any ongoing transactions or any ongoing like payments sent in, leave it at that. And I showed them like, hey, like I still got this one like money order put out for them. And they were like, cash it, don't send it in.
Right.
Like it's already kind of filled out to them. He was like, well, then that's your last initial payment. Other than that, don't worry about nothing. I never sent it in. So when it came time to really like needing to like pay them something, obviously some time went around. So like a little bit more taxes came out of it than what normally would have, which was okay. But it was just enough needed to like help with a month that was really needed to cash that bitch in and send it in. But I know the dude, the shout outs to him. I'm not gonna put his name out there because you know all that stuff, and there's a lot of lists of shit to like name out of why I shouldn't name his name. But
no, you're good.
But he helped me get pretty much like an additional like 4 months of free rent. Don't worry about it. He even like helped me out with the line to like help out with light and all that. That way we get put on like a whole payment plan. So like we're paying a consistent amount every month. We can use as much light as what we need. We're still on that shit right now. Like he helped out with a lot. And then it's just due to like the veteranness. And he was like, bro, like, so like we got into talking and I explained to him like my background. And he was like, man, like, it just like I couldn't do active duty. So like, we got into like the back and forth of like versus reserved and like active duty, and it was just like it just explained like the different like lifestyles and whatnot. But it was just man, you just seem like you just got put in like a kind of crappy situation with the wrong type of company, and they're known for doing this type of BS. So like I'm gonna help you out. And then he was like, the next couple months, don't pay rent. This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to get you the absolute max help of what can be afforded by the state before the deadline, because there was going to be a deadline coming up to where they no longer offered the cap amount of what he was going to get me. And he actually got me like an additional $600 on top of the cap of what they even offered. So I pretty much went like 10 months out the year without paying fucking rent.
That's crazy. All right, am I the a-hole? We have another we're going to get to. Am I the a-hole for wanting to keep my friend's money after she canceled last minute on his trip? Did you say you wanted to read this one, or do you want
I can read the next two.
You can read the next two? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Let's check this out. So me and my two friends booked an Airbnb for 4 nights. Each person paid 110 euros. One of the
friends, I guess they meant.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
You got to sometimes just autocorrect in your brain.
Exactly. One of the friends, let's call her Lisa, canceled last minute because her daughter got sick and needed to be with her. We were empathetic and understanding the situation. Though I have to be honest, at first I was a little bit annoyed because this friend has a history of being unreliable, but her situation seemed real and serious. I messaged my other friend, let's call her Nina, and I asked her if she still wanted to go since the Airbnb is non-refundable. To be honest, we never spent time alone together, so it's more of a group dynamic, but I didn't want to waste the money. She immediately suggested if I wanted to go with my fiance instead. We discussed it for a while because I thought it might be unfair to her. I was making clear that I still go with her if she can go with her husband, but she encouraged me to go with my fiance, and I had the feeling that she doesn't feel comfortable with just us two. Justice 2. Justice with Justice 2.
Hey, shout out Justice.
Shout out Justice. Archie,
You-
respect the
You have to
underground.
hit the space button, Missy.
Listen.
I accepted her offer and we agreed my fiance will pay her the 110 euros back. We didn't communicate our decision with Lisa. It was all really stressful in the last minute because we had to make a real quick decision. I thought Lisa is stressed enough with her child. Fast forward. After getting home from the trip, Lisa wrote me she wants her money back. I said that my fiance will pay Nina back, but she insisted it's unfair to her because she wasn't informed initially about our decision to change Nina's place with my fiance. She didn't have a word to say about the missing spot. She said she couldn't find a replacement for her family, which I find weird because I wouldn't even want to go with the person I don't know. When she canceled, she didn't mention any plans for a replacement. I apologized about our missing communication, but also pointed out that we had to decide quickly. I'm torn. I understand why Lisa had to cancel, and of course her daughter always comes first, but I find it weird that I have to compensate the money for her. I also feel bad because Nina said in our group chat that me and my fiance should pay back Lisa because she wasn't able to use the Airbnb. They said that we had a nice couple holiday and should pay for it, but I was feeling pushed into. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
You made a commitment and you bailed out last minute. That's your responsibility, homegirl.
you
I'm
kidding?
sorry. You can't put that on somebody else. You already made the commitment. You said, I'm going to pay my part. Like, look, I know shit happens. But, like, me as a person, if it was me, if I was a person.
Like you just said, shit happens. They take that L into life consideration. Shit happens.
But that's not
What-
everybody else's problem. Like, if it was me, if I was Lisa and my kid got sick, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'll still pay my part. I would offer to pay my part still. That's just me, though. That's
Oh my
just
goodness.
me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, you know, like in situations and scenarios like that,
Look,
yeah,
it goes
if it's
both
planned-
ways.
if it's planned- if
It
it's
goes both
planned-
ways.
But see, if it's planned for everything to like equally be divided and whatnot, and let's say enough time, or even if it was last minute, like you know, like have your last minute change up, like if someone
Right.
is available to take that position
Said
to
that
where
she's
they can.
unreliable. Lisa's unreliable too.
So my
First
thing,
of all-
yeah.
First of all, they
Yeah.
already messed up from the jump with even asking someone who you already knew was unreliable to go
True.
into
That's where I'm
That's
50-50 with this
financial
whole thing.
splitations
Like,
with.
Right.
Like-
That's where I'm
that is
50-50
true.
with this.
Because the way I see it, I was like, well, she is kind of unreliable. But at the same time, maybe they don't want to not invite her because then they feel like that's rude. Like, well, we don't want to like not invite her. Like, I get how girls work. Okay. I'm thinking like a woman right now.
yeah. So you have probably a better understanding what's going on here.
It's a whole
Bec-
thing. Okay. It's
because-
not that simple.
I feel like this whole.
But hold on, let me-
situation
let me-
could have
let me-
been
let me
avoided
really
by
ask you a
not
question.
inviting the person that said
Okay.
is completely unreliable. You should have just not invited.
That's
them in
true.
the
That
first
is
place.
true. Yeah.
And that was.
But
that
don't
was gonna
ask
be
for
my
your money
question,
back.
like, right? Like if you know, because like you don't want to feel bad and you speak girl code and all that, but if you know this person is unreliable and it has anything to
True.
do financially, are you really gonna take that risk
That's
of
true.
involving that person knowing they're unreliable to create drama? Because ultimately,
Right.
anything with unreliability, and that includes with anything financially in that equation, is going to create drama because of the unreliability.
Yeah, absolutely. I just
And so it's like it's almost like the person would be looking for it, but at the same time, it's like you knew what to expect with making this
Right.
risk.
That is true.
You know.
I didn't think about that.
I guess I'm just kind of confused right now because so if they were three going to go, right? Lisa,
So-
Nina, and the person.
Yeah,
the-
these
the-
three
the-
girls here, I'll break it down. So the three girls were gonna go. Lisa is the one with kids, and so with Airbnb, it's not refundable at a certain point.
Yeah.
So we know
You have
this
to pay
because we
extra
use
for
them
that.
a
You have
lot.
to pay extra
So
for
I
a
do kind of
refundable.
get where the poster is coming from because you can't refund this, and maybe she invited her thinking like, let me give
Are
her
you
another
sure you're going to
chance.
come? Are
Like,
you
let
sure
me
you're
give-
going to come?
And because I get where she's coming from, because she doesn't want to exclude her, even
Right.
knowing that she bails a lot. Maybe she's like, well, I don't want to still exclude her just in case. But I get where you're coming from, because if it's a thing where it's a commitment, like you have to put money down on Airbnb, I would have either told her like
You said-
upfront,
yeah.
like, hey, it like we're gonna put money down on this, but if you bail out, you're gonna still have to pay your part or something like that.
Yeah, because it's part of the commitment, which we all agreed on, which you said.
Because that's not fair to them. They already made the
not.
commitment. Now they're being forced to pay extra.
And I'm just confused why the other person, Nina, is saying in the group chat that me and my fiance should. So did Nina go with fiance and OP or?
So Nina is the other friend.
Did she go
the
too?
person that wrote the post and Nina, they said that they're like, it kind of seems like they have a weird friendship where they're like cool with each other, but they don't want to hang out by themselves.
Like Lisa was what held them all.
Like it's kind of awkward if it's just
you trying to tell somebody to invite their fiance. Now you're gonna make the other person a third wheel. That's gonna make a whole awkward vacation.
No, that's not what's happening. So the person, Lisa, she canceled. Her and these other two girls were supposed to just go, right?
Okay.
She canceled because her kid got sick. So the writer of the post and the other friend without the kid, Nina said, we're not really like feeling like hanging out just us two. So Nina was like, hey, why don't you take my spot and your fiance can just pay for it? And so they were like, yeah, okay, let's just do that. So, but then there's still that third spot that, was already supposed to be covered by Lisa. And she bailed last minute. And the problem with that is with Airbnbs, you can't get a refund at a certain point. And they already all committed to it. So it's on both of them because they should have known she was going to be flaky. But also the lady who's being flaky needs to fuck off because that shit is just really disrespectful. If you're going to when it comes to money like that, I would never put that on my friends. That's why like me personally, if something really came up, unless like it was okay otherwise, I would still pay my part because I'm not going to put that burden on somebody else. Like that's just me though.
No, I see any situation that's coming out financially, I got to make sure even if something like that happens, like
shit's tight, bro.
Shit is tight, but like even if a situation like that would happen, all right, cool, it's covered, but like someone's coming out their pocket for that. Maybe not right now, but after all this enjoyment, after all the enjoyment is done, said, and taken care of, someone's coming out their pocket because I need my money back.
That's true.
Especially if it's not really my piece of the pie. If it's not really my piece of the pie, I've already paid my piece of the pie. And why I gotta pay for somebody else's? And if nobody else is gonna go there, but someone made that obligation a part of their priority to pay, you know what I'm saying? And then they flake out. Oh yeah.
Let's include this into the conversation. Maybe be like, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't make it. My daughter obviously came first. Don't worry about refund. I mean, you guys already have it set, but when you come back, take me out to dinner or something. That's what I would say.
Take me out to dinner when you get back.
Just pay for dinner for me.
But I'm also not entitled. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, so this next one,
next one is insane smoke sessions on you, brother man.
Exactly.
Yeah, really. This next
I better
one.
Not see you next. Like, if we're gonna be in a car, I better not see you in the seat next to me. I want it to be that smoked out.
I'm gonna pull it closer because Sissy is blind.
Yeah.
So
you're the only one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So this is an am I overreacting?
AIO.
This is a little different. Am I overreacting about my husband's social life after we had a baby?
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
let's find out.
So my husband and I have a 4-month-old baby. And I genuinely can't tell anymore whether my expectations are unreasonable or whether we're just seeing parenthood and marriage completely differently.
Sounds like postpartum.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's a whole thing. Well, no, listen to the whole thing because you're gonna. I side with her. I know I'm a lady, but I side with her, and so will you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since our daughter was born, my husband has gone out with his friends, boys only, once or twice a month. At first, it was not a big deal at all, but he seems to want to go out more often. And these first months were incredibly hard. So, okay, let me just.
I'm already
right there.
You're not.
Your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance just had a mother effing baby, and you're going out with the boys.
Look.
I'm sorry, but go F yourself, dude.
When my son
go
was born,
F yourself.
Every chance I had that I wasn't at work because I was, in the army, but like any chance I had when I was at home, I was with my boy because those are important moments of that child's life.
It is. And not only that, but a woman when she has a child is going through postpartum and she's going through
things. Some support.
You as a man,
this is a
you need
tricky
to
one
be
because
there.
We'll never know.
see,
We'll never
all
understand.
right, so this is a tricky one because like I semi went through the same features, but I would give her days where she can go out and do the same.
Okay,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
it's a
Like
little different.
you like yes, I
Yeah,
want
but
my
4
day to
months-
go like sip whatever, I hang out with the boys, play
weeks
pool,
after
whatever.
the
But
baby,
like
weeks after the baby is born, though. Weeks or
but
months
she
after
would
the
she
baby?
would go first. Like, you know, the baby's born, you know, let's see if
Well,
you can
yeah.
breastfeed,
Now
you
I'm
know,
saying,
but like
but in the
like
first 4 months, though.
you're
In the first
No,
4 months, David?
no,
No, that's what this
no.
is saying. The first 4 months.
No, that's what we're saying. I'm not.
like if in the first 4 months, if anyone's like trying to go out or anyone's being like going out, it'd be her. Like you've spent this amount of time not being able to like do whatever. Like I'm gonna pay
I love
you to get
that.
the fuck out the house and go, you know,
Right.
what I'm saying.
No,
But at that point, it would be the woman, it'd be the mother's choice whether or
Right.
not she wants to because of like the connection with her and the child. You know what I'm
and
saying?
Look, each household is different. I'm not saying
Yeah.
every because me and him personally, we don't do like guys night, girls night. We've talked about what like when we move, like him and his friends having like fishing trips and things like that, but we're not really into the bar, like going and having bar nights or anything. To each their own.
No.
But
Well,
it is
I mean, it really-
it's healthy.
Yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm I'm similar, but at the same time, I do feel like it's one of those healthy habits. But it also depends on the setting and the placement of the actual physical location of
Right.
a bar.
No,
Like
that's
if
what
you're
I'm
going
saying.
to like an actual like bar setting, like the concept of a real bar, not like a club bar.
Well, I
or
shouldn't
one of-
have said
like
bar. I
like
should have
a
said
whole-
club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
I meant
pool
like
hall
club.
or
That's what I meant. Like
Like,
a club.
even the
thing.
pool has more of a social gathering, but it's
Right, right.
it's a pool hall, so it has different like vibes and different energies out of it. But
But
it's still based out of like that bar concept.
It also depends on the context and like the relationship's boundaries themselves. So like me and him, like we personally just don't care to do things without each other. But like we said, if he and the guys want to go have a fishing trip, or if he just wants to go to the studio and record with
Yeah,
the guys, or if
absolutely.
I want to go get my nails done with the girls or have lunch or with
Yeah.
the girls or whatever, it's not a big deal.
But then let's keep going with this because I think I want to hear more about this dude because I think
Yeah.
within the first 4 months, like
No,
and you've gone out.
I'm sorry,
like,
we're going on a
No,
tangent.
you've gone on.
That was
twice
the
a
whole
month.
point. Is the timing? And
Yeah,
the
it's
timing
too
is
early.
bad because
Yeah.
the first like 6 months to a year, when you have a child with somebody, in my opinion,
Your
you
child
should be home.
depends on you.
You should be
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
You should be focused
Getting
on
that
your
connection,
freaking life.
that bond, you're building that
Not saying
relationship
you
with the
can't
And
child.
go
so
out.
let
Not
me
saying
keep
you
reading
can't go
this
out.
because then you'll see why I put this on. So where was I at?
You were just like right into here. So
Okay.
right here at first.
So at first, it was not a big deal at all, but he seems to want to go out more often, and these first months were incredibly hard. So I honestly expected that having a baby would naturally shift our priorities towards spending more time together as a family. That's natural. Yeah, that's totally natural. To be clear, he's supportive. If I want to go out with friends, the problem is I don't really want to, which is also natural. You just had a baby. You want to be at home
Right.
with your family. I
Right.
work full time. I work full time now. So during the week, I only get about 2 hours a day with my daughter before she goes to bed. Naturally, I want on weekends is to spend time with her and
Right.
with us as a family.
naturally.
And
Naturally.
really, if you want to get married and have kids, that really should be your mindset, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Why are you going out twice a month?
And
Like,
that's
you
what
just had a baby.
irritated me. That's
You
what
just had a baby, bro.
and that's what irritated me about this post. It's not that he's having guy time. There's nothing wrong with
No.
that. It's the fact that he's going out every single freaking weekend, going on
Yeah.
vacations, leaving
know.
her. F that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're bailing, dude. You're bailing on her.
Now that the summer's
Now that the summer is here, here's what's planned. So here we go. You'll see why. A 4-day boys only trip. 4 days.
What
The following weekend. So after a 4 days trip, the following weekend, a boys bar night with 2 friends, which me personally, I'm not cool with bar nights. I don't give a shit. I'm not cool with it. But because friends are visiting from out of town, plus a few additional evenings out. When I finally said enough is enough, he told me I ruined the mood, that I'm unreasonable, and that I always make myself into a martyr and cry. Sounds like gaslighting to me.
Yeah, this is 4 months into her having a baby.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
What?
So
Oh my goodness.
one thing that really bothers me is that when I come home from work, he'll say something like, "Want to watch cartoons?" My reaction is always, "No, I only have 2 hours with our baby before bedtime." He also just got home from work, so it honestly shocks me that he doesn't seem to have the same instinct to spend those precious hours with our daughter and with us as a family. Instead, he'd happily watch TV or play computer games.
He's one of those guys.
I worry that he fundamentally doesn't understand how much life changes after becoming a parent, which is pretty common.
I don't think he was ready.
And I mean, it could be partly on you too, girl. Maybe you married an immature man and you should have thought it out better before having it. But you know, not everything's perfect and things happen.
You learn along the way.
You live and you learn. Anyway, instead, okay, where was I? I worry that he fundamentally doesn't understand how much life changes after becoming a parent. He says he has changed his lifestyle, but honestly, I don't see it. On top of that, we recently bought a house and there is so much to do, but almost everything falls on me. If I ask him to do something, he resists, says I'm controlling, or tells me that things are fine and it's only my problem because I care about them.
Okay, dude. All right, jackass.
Oh, I just got triggered because that reminds me of my fucking ex that was so controlling and
Such
manipulative.
a cringy person.
So gaslighting. That's gaslighting
that's
at the
gaslighting.
finest.
Yeah, that's gaslighting.
And then she says, I'm not talking about perfection or cosmetic projects. I mean basic things like cleaning the toilet, cleaning the gutters, fixing a door that won't close.
Oh, you mean typical, like instead of calling a handyman,
Look,
you do it.
if I ask him to fix something, hey honey, can you change the air filter? Can you fix the door? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like that. He's on it. He's on it.
I like fixing stuff.
He likes to do it.
Because you know what? Nothing is more fulfilling as a man than when you're called to action and you handle it flawlessly without any gripes and you just take care of business.
That's what a man
That's what a man
does.
does. Look,
Just
take
saying.
notes. Take notes.
Anyway, she says, I don't even bring up mowing the lawn or maintaining the outside because that feels completely unrealistic at this point.
What, dude? It's your house. You bought that house.
What?
Look, a man loves his grass.
Wait a
I'm
second.
setting schedules to do that shit first.
A man has
there's
a yard
nothing
and
more
he won't take
relaxing
care of
than
it.
putting on a headset, listening to music while mowing the grass. That fresh dew smell, amazing. That cut grass smell, that itchiness when you got the grass flakes in your shoes and socks. That's just
Exactly.
The
amazing.
smell.
I don't
of the
understand
freshly
that
cut
because
grass.
that's really sad because I mean, I know I'm more conservative and like kind of traditional with some things, but he likes to do the yard.
I like doing stuff.
And I prefer that because I like to clean the house. He likes to clean the yard.
Yeah.
So it works out. It's just, I don't know.
This guy sounds really
He
stupid.
I wish I
sounds
had
like
a yard to do.
He sounds like a bitch is what he sounds like.
He sounds like a beta male.
He sounds like a big old.
Limp-wristed beta male.
Anyway,
Punani.
our daily lives also look very different. I wake up at 4 a.m. to feed the baby, leave early so I'm at work by 7, leave work at 4. That's a long work day. Get home around 6. Why does it take you 2 hours to get home? Spend time feeding and playing with
Probably
our
goes
daughter.
to the gym or something. Probably has something.
She
does
just
after
goes
that.
and sits in her car and cries.
Oh,
Like,
God,
I just need to
probably.
be away.
Probably.
I used to do that. Put her to bed, shower, go to sleep around 9, blah, blah, blah. He works much closer to home. He comes home, plays computer games, kisses the baby, gives her a bottle, and then after I go to bed, goes back to gaming. I don't know if this is important at all, but he is 6 years older than me and makes roughly 20%.
How old is she
more.
again?
She said, I don't know if
25?
she said.
Nope,
She didn't say.
Okay.
She just
I'm
said
assuming they're in their 20s or 30s.
maybe 20s, 30s.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s, maybe even early.
That's
20s.
what it sounds like, honestly.
He works much closer to home. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes home, plays games, all that. I don't know if oh yeah, I read that. To be fair, he does change diapers on weekends about as much as I do. He
Okay.
bottle feeds her. He's not an absent father in the sense that he refuses all child care. But I carry literally all of the invisible work. Ordering diapers, wipes, clothes, etc., tracking what we need,
Okay.
it's scheduling every appointment, remembering everything, planning everything.
Okay. Well, that's. I mean,
that sounds pretty
that's
fucking
fine.
typical.
But that
honestly.
doesn't. But that doesn't. That's kind of what the moms take care of, though. I will say on that part, I think that
Yeah,
think
that's
Right.
you're complaining
Not
about.
saying he
necessities
can't
of
help.
it. No,
not saying
but
he
say-
can't help,
what-
but he seems like he's unreliable anyway.
He seems like he doesn't pitch in it much at all. And he's not emotionally or physically or anything supportive. He does essentially none of that. Honestly, sometimes his presence creates more work. I feel that, not with you, but I have felt that in the past because I have to remind him about everything.
I mean, she has to remind me about everything all the
But
time.
you
too, I have a
also-
goat brain, though.
but
I have,
once
I have
I
a brain of a goat.
I just have to leave sticky notes for
Yeah,
you. And then
I
you do
said,
it.
look, guys, look. I said, and if you're a man for whatever reason forgetful, buy sticky notes, write stuff down, go to the places he's usually at, and stick a sticky note there. That'll remind him.
Right. From my perspective, I feel completely alone, unloved, and like I'm begging someone to want to spend time with their own family. Another issue that really hurt me. One of his close friends is married to a woman who recently told me she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore because me having a baby highlights how different our lifestyles
Oh,
are.
get the fuck out of
Huh?
here! What?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, Tiffany. I'm so sorry that your image is destroyed by somebody having a child.
So,
Oh my God! Why? Because everyone's gonna start judging you. Why don't you have a
Is
child
that
yet?
is that it considered a real
Jesus.
friend then?
Oh, that's not a friend.
exactly.
That's not a friend
Yeah,
at all.
so
I don't
she
know what-
said-
No.
She said that really hurt. My husband says he'll continue being friends with her husband because their friendship is separate. I mean, I can kind
That's
of get
fine.
that.
That's fine.
On a level, it depends.
As long as they're not
It
disrespect.
depends on the level of disrespect, right?
No,
So-
but that's just kind of that's just weird though. That's
Yeah.
not weird in a negative sense, but like you can't be friends with the mom, but your husband could be friends with
Right.
the dad,
Me personally,
and they
I-
still find a balance.
Maybe they
and
go
all
way
that.
back though. But maybe they go
But
way
it's
back.
just
it's complicated because I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who disrespected my husband, or their wife did or their husband did.
Right.
But it's also complicated if you know each other a long
These
time.
people are complicated in general.
All the ones I picked are really complicated.
Yeah.
I actually meant to take this one off. So
Oh, this is funny.
no, you
Keep
just
going.
you know.
So
you
I
got the
hope it's-
question marks going.
No, we're good.
all right, it's almost done. This one was really long. Sorry. So she said that really hurt. Part of me feels like he should stand up for me and create some distance after someone treated his wife that way.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree to that.
If you cannot stand up for your partner, then you shouldn't be in a relationship.
No.
Point blank.
Look,
Period.
they're your partner for a reason. Like,
I'll cut off anybody if they disrespect my husband.
vice versa.
Yeah. She says, so I honestly want to know, how often is it normal for a husband father of a 4-month-old to have boys only trips for full days with friends?
Not with me. I never did that with my son.
Honestly,
Not when he was that young.
again, it depends on the context. It depends on your dynamic,
Yep.
but you need to set those boundaries. And if you're not okay with him going, and what bothers me too is why does he want to do that?
Why are you
Shouldn't it be
trying
he
to
wanting
escape?
to spend time with
Look,
his family?
look, when my son was born and I held Colt in my hand for the first
I don't
time,
know.
I wanted to spend every moment I could. I wasn't busy with him because I was just shocked that this is mine. This is my
You have a little
son,
you.
a little tiny me, and now he's a big me because he's 14 and he's almost 6 foot tall. So
Jesus.
Yeah, he's
Jesus.
tall.
he's a mini me for sure. But it's just like, how could you not, man? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, and I'm just gonna say, we'll finish this and then I'm gonna go in on this.
I'm
one.
not gonna even read the rest.
Okay,
It's not
so
boring,
genuinely, yeah.
but I'm gonna say she's not the a-hole.
No, or she's not reacting either.
Or not overreacting.
Genuinely asking because at this point I'm questioning my own reality. I think he's control. I think he thinks I'm controlling and impossible to satisfy. Well, then you guys are not on the same page.
No, he's gaslighting
He's
you.
gaslighting you.
He's
Yeah, don't
gaslighting
feel
you
that way.
100%. And I know this because I was in a relationship where I was gaslighted. They make you feel like you're crazy for things that are absolutely validated.
Yeah. That's
If
just
you
it's to
look,
get you out of the spotlight. Like that's
If-
why people do that.
and
because
like
they-
I said, each relationship is different. If you were to be in a relationship where you guys have nights separate from each other, going to bars and having those nights, that's totally fine. That's fine. But if you don't want a relationship like that, you need to be upfront and be like, hey, I'm fine with you hanging out with your buddies, but I'm not really cool with the whole, I don't really feel like comfortable with you going to a bar with your friends by
here's
yourself.
my
all
question.
Night.
Before the
That's
baby
okay.
before the
And
baby
that's
was
okay.
born, was he having boys trips like even before the baby?
He was
born?
doing it a lot.
So
It doesn't matter though. He should
No,
have
it
changed his
doesn't. You're
priorities
absolutely
when his kid
and I'm
was
not
born.
making excuses
no,
for him. I'm just saying,
it just-
even if he was doing this before, so you're saying you can't give up a few months. If you've been doing this before, where it's like every month you and the boys are going, well, here, if the boys are really the boys, like how me and you are, David,
Then
they're
they
say,
can
hey
come
man,
visit with the baby.
come hang out with the baby, come hang out, watch the game at the house or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Or
That's why I don't
let me take my
comprehend it.
4-month-old, strap him on my front on those cool little front straps that
Yeah.
Colt had, and we'll go do something. And he's
Because
like,
if me
"Come on,
and you
man,
had
that's
a
your
baby,
child."
like your buddies would always come over and hang
Oh,
out. If that was
absolutely.
the only way to see you, then
Absolutely.
yeah, then
Look,
they
your
would do
children
it.
are everything to you. Your children need to be
Your
everything
kids
to
are
you.
your
No,
priority.
Clearly, he wasn't ready
on
for
that
this child.
concept. On that concept, right? I here's a little twist. Now, what if the mother doesn't allow the dad to take them out on these trips?
Well, I mean, it's kind of fair if the baby is a newborn. Why does he get to go?
Well,
on the
yeah,
trip?
no, yeah, newborn status. Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm talking
Well,
about like,
that's the conversation we're having, though.
Right.
We're not
yeah, but
talking.
no,
We're not,
I'm not
talking
taking a
when the
newborn.
kids.
I'm not taking no newborn out on a 4-day trip, and then yeah, but
No,
what?
no.
What?
Right.
What?
We're not talking when the kid's a little older and everybody's settled. We're talking newborn. Like when the
Yeah,
kid's a little
no.
older, then we can start talking like, okay, you can go have some time to yourself. You know, whatever.
Yep.
But when the kid was just born, 4 months old is still pretty young.
Yeah.
My son was a terror.
Yeah, but like,
Correct.
why? This one is very like, wow.
It's not complicated to me because the fact
Wow.
that he's going out every single
And then
weekend is
gaslighting her.
bullshit.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I think
bullshit.
you guys just need to.
He does not need to go out.
figure
And if he
something
wants to
out,
be a
'cause that ain't-
child, I'm gonna just say it. He's being a child. You want to be a little man child and go out with your buddies every fucking weekend instead of being a man and being at home with your wife and your kid, then go do that by yourself.
Dude, you just had
That's
a
my
baby.
opinion.
Like you just.
That's my
you
opinion.
Just
I don't-
had a baby.
Down the road, when everyone's settled, you want to go have a boys' night and she's cool with that,
Whatever.
then whatever.
But dude, you just had
That's
a kid.
fine. But you
Priorities
just
change.
had a kid.
Yeah, you brought
F you,
you
asshole.
brought a child into this world, bro. Come
Nah,
on, don't be
she's not
deadbeat.
the asshole.
Don't be deadbeat. All right, we got one funny one. This one should be funny.
Oh,
we
yeah,
went-
this one.
We went from one that was just kind of like,
You read
wow.
it. I'm a
Yeah, I
little
got
tipsy.
you. All right, my girlfriend litters everywhere, and it's making me question the relationship. Am I overreacting? Okay, I've been dating my girlfriend for a little over 6 months, and she's honestly amazing in every way. The only thing that really is starting to bother me is that she litters a lot. Hold on, so I'm picturing this. All right, I'm picturing like them walking.
a lot.
Oh, no.
I'm picturing every time like they go and get a hot dog at a hot dog stand. As soon as she's done,
She
the
throws her
trash
back
can's
on.
right here, and she goes.
She just
Like-
throws it on the floor.
Oh no!
I first noticed it on one of our first dates when she finished her Starbucks drink and casually threw both cups out the car window while we were driving. Okay, that's cool. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Littering annoys me, especially intentionally. I told her not to
This
do that,
is
and she acted
gross.
like it was completely normal. Because it's not.
No.
Since then, it's happened over and over. She'll throw trash in the parking lot, then out the car window, or wherever. Instead of finding a trash can, she also leaves a lot of trash in the car, and I usually end up cleaning it. I don't mind cleaning my own car, but the littering really bothers me because I've told her multiple times how I feel about it. The other day, after a soccer game, I told her to leave the empty cups and wrappers in the car so we could throw them away later. I came back from the bathroom and started backing out and noticed people staring at my car. I looked where we were parked, and there was a pile of trash that looked exactly like what was in my car. I asked if she threw it there, and she said no. Later, she admitted it was our trash.
Wow.
What is wrong
Wow.
with you?
That'd be so
Wow.
You're not
embarrassing.
overreacting, but that just sounds.
That
sounds-
would be
come
so
on, That sounds
embarrassing.
stupid.
Rude.
Like
You
you
lie
love
about
her,
something as
you-
pathetic as that.
you love her in every way, but she's just
That would
trash like
turn me
that.
off so much. Like I would not even be interested at that point. Like,
It's like a dude pissing all over the toilet seat and not ever wiping it up.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I
my
mean?
God.
My ex just-
You don't know
That's-
aim, sir.
Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I think we can all definitely agree that that person is not overreacting, that's
No,
ridiculous. You
no.
should keep your boundaries. All right, let's jump into our last part of the segment real quick since we're up here on this trip. We want to finish this off the right way, and
I
let's do
want some
something funny.
dinner
Yeah, we're gonna
soon.
go get some dinner. So let's check this out. All right, this is
Yeah, my
This
stomach
is-
is starting to get hangry. Like, I'm feed me.
all right. Let's
Yeah,
get it then. Come on.
romantic escape until the waves of the law come crashing in.
I think
On
I've seen
April
this
7th,
one.
2024, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission reeled in AJ, ending his tender getaway with a splash of reality.
So what's up with the jug? It came in this morning and we got towed in. That's what we're looking for. It was over here earlier. We had to go meet the cutter way out.
Neither of you have IDs. Who's the... Okay.
This is I work on the Gulf Stream in Key West. This is one of our other mates, Ethan. His trailer got towed the other day, so we tied it up behind our house. We live right there,
Okay.
so it's just been there. So we kind of popped out. I didn't realize it.
What is your first name?
AJ or Anthony?
And then, do you know the registration for this? Do you have it on board?
Left it in here. Like I said, it's not my boat.
Well, that sucks because you're operating a
There you
vessel.
go.
Okay,
There
perfect.
you go. How about that?
Let's see if Ethan Philip Cook.
Yeah, I thought y'all were looking for a chub.
Well, we were until we saw you had violations on the
Did you?
on the water. Sure did.
Okay.
I mean, she's kind of being. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop this real
She's doing
quick.
her job.
Well, I get that, but I feel like they're being overboard because they're not looking for that. They just happen to
Yeah.
notice a violation, and rather than continuing on,
They have nothing else to do.
they're like, yeah. And what they're doing is they're like, okay, what can we get on these people? So I'm assuming this guy's
Nah,
like,
because-
No, they take that seriously everywhere.
Vessel.
Breaking the law.
You have a crime on the water.
what crime?
Yeah, and then obviously we're addressing violations that we address because we're a cop. That's what we do.
We're a cop. We're a cop.
We're a cop?
That's what she said. We're a cop.
I thought I heard that wrong.
hold
at
on,
first,
hold
but
on. Yeah,
she
no.
said
What are you
that.
by yourself? If we're a cop, what are you by yourself? Half a cop?
We are cops.
Vessel.
Midget cop?
You have a crime on.
Hold on. This is closed captioning on. It already has. Here we go.
What's the crime? What is it? Open bottle?
Where is it?
I don't even know. They haven't even said
Okay,
yet.
cool. Here we go.
On the water. I don't know what your action is. Just relax. Yeah, and then obviously we're addressing violations that we address because we're a cop.
Because we're a cop. So you guys collectively are one cop. Makes sense.
Oh my
We are
goodness.
all cops.
Okay, you're still on the water, but you are acting with us.
Faced with a sticky situation, the chatty yet incoherent suspect tried to talk his way out, but the officers weren't
I kind of feel bad for him. Not gonna lie. He's not break. He's just out there trying to fish, man.
He's just chilling.
And he probably has a warrant. And that's why he's kind of tripping.
buying it.
Right.
To top it off, his
mean,
girlfriend's
I know.
non-stop scolding made his legal troubles even harder to swallow.
Is that why you're freaking out?
What?
You got a warrant? Is that why you're freaking out?
I'm not freaking out about anything.
You are.
This isn't my boat.
My point is like usually when people start acting like that, it's because they got a warrant.
Oh, shut up.
Well, that's what she's saying. You're wanted. Yeah, you have a warrant.
I mean, she's probably right.
Yeah, probably.
She just said it. He has a warrant.
I don't know.
But I'm trying to figure out what the violation was in the very beginning.
Right.
Why they were even like. Boarded.
That's what I'm asking. Okay, can you send the confirmation?
No.
Thank you. You have a protection order?
No. I have a child support order. Like,
Okay, that's a protection order.
Through my job, but I pay my stuff. I talk to my kids.
But I'm just asking. A protection order pretty much is that you can't be with certain person. That's what that
against Dana. She's in
Okay.
Jacksonville or St. Augustine. Look, I don't like dealing with these people. Every time it goes wrong.
They're asking you a question. Answer the question.
Okay, cool. Okay, she's not Dana, so don't worry about that. Just find out if it's confirmed.
What are they tripping
Hey,
about?
listen. You have a warrant,
so
and they're going to confirm it. All right? I don't know what for what. What's in your hand? Okay, cool. My question is this: are you going to fight me? Or are you going to run?
So you tell me this. Are you about to take me to jail?
Probably.
Then, like,
What?
He's just out there on the water just fishing.
Why
and
did she say that, though?
They came up to make sure people weren't chumming, and he's not chumming.
She said, "Are you gonna fight me?"
"Are you gonna fight or run?" Like,
What?
oh yeah, I'm gonna put on my.
Where do I have to run? Are you gonna outswim at me? You gonna Michael Phelps me?
look, I didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm not saying you did. Listen. Hey, look at me. Don't add another
I don't
charge.
want to go to jail on a Sunday, and I can't do nothing about
Well, hey, listen, it's better because at least Monday. Yes, it is because at least it's not Friday.
it. Okay, so
And all,
Oh,
listen,
shut
look at me.
up.
Regardless,
She said at least it's
Anthony,
not Friday.
Regardless,
Inch,
I still have to
please.
do my job. But
Yeah,
don't
but
add
at
another
least,
charge.
yeah, he's gonna go to
and have
jail
to
though
stay in
because you
longer.
get.
All right.
I'm
It's
still
not
half and
worth
half
it.
on
you're
this
right, but
one.
no, I don't have any warrants that I know about
Okay.
other than
Other than what?
Other than.
I am listening.
Either AJ was saving face or just being sly, insisting on his innocence. But his harebrained, man overboard plans not only baffled the officers, but also got him another earful from his unimpressed date.
I'm not trying to add another charge.
I
I'm not
understand.
trying to do nothing stupid. I was not doing nothing wrong. We were in our backyard. So If I jump in the water and swim away right now, what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna follow you, and
Okay.
we're gonna say that you're running, and that's fleeing and
But am I
eluding.
running right now, or am I in my backyard? Because you haven't told me I'm under arrest or I have a warrant. So right now, if I jump in the water,
Then you're fleeing and eluding. I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying. You're
Oh.
not.
You mean swimming and eluding?
You are not.
I don't have anything that I did
It
wrong.
doesn't matter. You are detained right now.
You are being detained. If you flee and elude, it's a 3rd-degree felony.
Being
Or it's
detained
actually
for
a
what?
1st-degree
You're
felony.
telling me you're taking me to jail today, regardless.
If the warrant comes back, yes.
So can you talk to me first, like because right now you're like trying to. I feel attacked right now, and like
I
I'm
mean,
way on the other boat.
I
I'm just
feel like
holding
they
the
are
boat.
being extra.
AJ, look at me. Please
Haley.
just sit down and let them finish this whole thing without freaking out.
without freaking out.
Yes,
You
I
are.
understand. This is stressful. I'm stressed for you and with you. Please
I'm stressed for you. No, you're not the one with the warrant, Missy.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't even know I'm AJ. I could be Ethan Cook right now, right?
Dude,
Oh
calm
my
down.
God, shut up.
Like, come on. Like, I'm just saying. Like, why? Are you, like, do you really feel like I need to go to jail today?
It's not my
It's not
feeling.
our choice. It's not.
Okay.
We're not charging you. If you have a warrant, then legally our job is we have to take you to jail.
Well,
Well, if you go, listen, if you jump in the water and swim away, you're adding a felony. So,
Oh my goodness.
Swimming and eluding.
no, I don't
Don't
know.
do it. Don't do
I
it.
don't know.
So,
But you're not free to leave. I'm telling you right now.
Don't
You are
do
being
it.
detained.
9442
You are detained.
marathon.
Okay.
You are detained.
I need
You are
944.
detained.
Is even anybody on land?
You are not
Please
fighting.
jump in the water.
You are not fighting.
I'm not saying you're fighting me. Just
They already radioed it in.
Oh, he already has his foot up. Oh, his foot's up. Oh, he's about to go Aquaman.
Ready to go.
You can say that whenever this
He's about to go Aquaman.
I'm gonna laugh if his date tackles him.
Like, come on, guys, for real. Why do you want to take me to jail?
I don't want to take you to
Let me
jail.
know I have something that I need to handle. And
I
I'll do
can't
it.
do that.
how that works, unfortunately. Like, it's just not how
I'm sorry.
Stuck between 2 relentless officers and a very disappointed date, AJ's life flashed before his eyes
Bro, it's
as he
one
weighed his
day, like,
options. It
don't-
was sink or swim, and irony at its finest, with his life
For real.
choices finally
Sink or
reeling him
swim.
in.
He's like, I'm a swim. Here I go. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's ready.
He's like,
Yep, he's prepping. He's
No,
like,
like ready to go.
takes his hat
He's
off.
waiting for the gunshot.
If his hat comes off, he's going in.
This isn't like a bartering.
If his hat
I'm
comes
not
off, he's
trying to
going
barter
in.
with you.
If he flips it backwards, he's still going in.
There we go.
Oh, there-
Oh,
He's like right there.
he's so conflicted.
He's debating.
This is the
The
biggest
protection has
challenge
nothing
he's
to do
ever
with
faced in
it.
his
The
life right now.
protection
He's trying to
Oh
get
my
friend
goodness.
Ones to
Whenever
go
I
ahead
was
and do
asking
it.
about
Yeah, exactly.
protection
I
order, I
got
was
eat
trying
the
to make sure
Twix
you
this
weren't with
way.
the
He
person
should
that
have
you
had a
were with
Twix.
the protection
He
order.
should have had a Twix.
That has nothing to do with it. Anthony,
Bro, like you're trying to take. Like, I work here. I live here. I'm local. Why? Like, I didn't do nothing wrong,
Look, you
man.
understand the frustration.
You want to take me to jail instead of telling me, hey, AJ, figure it out and take care of it tomorrow.
That is
Like,
just
that's
not-
how you do with somebody that you work here with.
That's
You're
not
trying
how
to
it
take me
works.
to jail and say,
You are not allowed to. You're not trying to do anything right now.
This is getting out of
Stop running
control.
your mouth.
but they said they don't know if I'm
Stop
worried.
talking, please. I understand it's frustrating. I'm not saying it's not frustrating. I understand. I'm sorry.
You can tell he's
Even
like
your-
so ready to go.
I understand. So, but the question that I asked initially wasn't that.
listen, Anthony.
I can't. Okay. we
He's
already-
gonna do it, isn't he?
So either you jump in the water and you're fleeing police,
Now I
regardless.
have an F3 plus the warrant, right?
Yes.
Now I have 2 warrants.
And then if you resist, that's another one.
I'm not resisting you.
I'm not saying
Right
that. I'm
now,
saying
you
if
Please stop
Yeah,
talking.
I'm about to stop
Thank you.
talking.
No, you're not. You haven't done that for like 20 minutes.
so. Listen. What I'm saying is this: when I put handcuffs on you, if you resist me, that's another charge.
I'm going to.
I'm not saying you are. I'm trying to give you.
If I
Put
do
the,
this after-
hey, listen. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. To listen twice is good, right?
Oh wow.
So listen to what I'm saying.
Oh wow.
For the officer and his girlfriend, repeating themselves was exhausting. It would be a simple situation if AJ would just listen for once, but his pride wouldn't let him, and instead, he chose to dig in and be combative.
I don't want to add charges onto this. You could be out tomorrow morning, right? Your bond could be like $500, and you're literally out as soon as you get there. Does that make sense?
You didn't tell me that yet.
My point is, listen, man. Look at me. I can even tell you.
Oh, he
Let me
was
see.
on the
I'll look it up for you.
Like, are you wanted
Just
by the
leave him
FBI,
alone,
bro?
though. Like, what's he
Wow.
really doing to bother anybody?
Wow.
This
Just
is what
Twix on
annoys me
that one.
about
Hey, no,
cops,
Like,
bro.
you guys literally
Snickers.
didn't have to
I got
run his name.
Snickers.
This is what annoys.
You guys did not
I
have to run his
support
name.
and I love the police
Absolutely.
and I love them. I love that they protect us, but sometimes they're just too much.
This
Like
is extra.
this guy is literally just fishing on the lake. Just
Minding
leave
his own
him
business.
alone.
He's
Who
minding his business.
cares?
They never even stated what the initial crime is. That's what
No.
I'm
And
curious
what's
about.
the warrant for? Yeah, what's the warrant for? Because
Well, no,
unless it's
you
like
see,
violent, who gives a
If they
shit?
didn't have no probable cause to run his name, which
You don't
is
have
whatever.
a probable cause.
No.
He didn't break any crime.
He didn't do anything.
Because you're not
They
saying
never
what he did
stated
wrong.
anything. They never
Unless we
stated
missed it.
anything.
No, it didn't seem like he did anything unless there was some kind
So
of
I
stupid
feel-
fish.
No,
was-
they stated you have a crime on your boat, but they never stated what his initial crime is for
It was
them to
probably
even run
something
his name.
stupid. It was probably some small fishing violation or something dumb.
They were looking for chum.
They're
into their
looking
search.
for. That's
Yeah,
what it was. They're
for
looking.
chums.
But
You're
the
not supposed to chum
these
the
cops are literally looking for a
waters. That's
reason.
literally.
They're looking
Give me reason.
because he's not threatening anybody. He's
Give me
not
reason.
harming anyone. Look, like I'm full on support the cops and everything and support law and
They
order.
need to calm down.
But sometimes, like, it's not that serious.
He's not. out
They went
committing
extra.
crime.
It's so extra.
Listen, man, you got
Leave him
violations
alone.
on the water. That's that.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, your bond is gonna be $3,000 because it's $30,000 total. You pay 10%. It says to destroy tarpon bond, photo and science bond, something tarpon, hook, line and gear bond,
So
Something about
stupid,
tarpon.
probably.
cruel or excessive or repeated infliction on unnecessary pain and suffering.
Oh, so you're cruel to animals?
No, it
You were
is not.
fishing
Listen.
illegally. You were doing
It's not the
illegal
offense,
fishing.
it's the warrant.
Oh, you
Oh,
were. You
well,
were. Well, I
Come
still.
on.
Yeah, and you're caught out in the water, knowing damn well you're not supposed to be on the water.
Oh, he's
with
not even
those
supposed to be on the
charges.
water?
No, he's not supposed to be on the water.
who are they to say someone can't be on the water? or
Well, they were
not?
But
saying
no,
that he was
because-
cruel and
so-
unusual to them. So he was like
Some-
cruel.
Like
Was
some
he?
states,
Yeah,
like
that's-
Florida, some states like Florida, you can't chum the
Okay.
water because you bring sharks. Naturally, there's
Oh.
already shark-infested
Well, I
water.
know
You
nothing.
chum in the water, it's you're making things a lot more dangerous. There's a
Right, that
whole
makes
Number
sense.
2,
there's
your
a whole thing for it.
bond is gonna be $3,000 because it's $30,000 total. You pay 10%. It says to destroy tarpon bond, photo and science bond, something tarpon, hook, line and gear bond, something about tarpon, cruel or excessive or repeated infliction on unnecessary pain and suffering.
Unnecessary. Okay,
No,
so
it-
it must have been cruel, or they're just blown it out of proportion. We don't really know.
What is? Yeah. What? So
Here,
he,
let me look. What is
yeah.
it?
It's not.
Tarpon.
tarpon. Yeah. Cruel fishing law or laws about.
So tarpon. Oh, that's just a
Massive.
type
Oh,
of
it's just a fish. So he was. So I don't know what you could possibly be doing to break the law.
So let me see. What would be cruel on a? What should I ask?
What would be considered cruel and illegal to a tarpon fish? Oh, no, I don't know. I have no
I
idea.
don't
what
know.
that
I
is.
don't either.
No
It's
idea.
not the offense, it's the warrant. So the warrant, regardless, because we are here now, we have to take him to jail. But if you have $3,000, you can bail him out as soon as he gets in. Or you can get a bail bondsman, and then as long as you show up to court, they won't come after you.
I'm gonna swim home right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
You're gonna swim home.
Oh my god!
Get out today.
Where do you live?
Fucking go swimming.
If they take me to jail, I let them take me.
No, you go in there, it's worse.
It is worse. You're adding a third-degree felony. You're adding a felony on top of that. You're
At
not
least
gonna
she's
have
got
any
some
money.
sense.
You will never be able to get a notice to appear. Like you're screwing yourself legally for long term if you do this. It's just not worth it. The judge is gonna
Listen,
look at it, it's
exactly.
not gonna help you.
It is not going to help you. You're going to end up screwing yourself. Notice to appear. All right?
Use your passport for your phone.
Oh my
Let me just put you in
god!
handcuffs.
AJ, why are you
Come
using
here.
your passport?
AJ,
Oh my
I'm
god!
not. I'm staying right
She-
here.
she's gonna try
Calm
to stop him.
down, dude.
She's gonna try to stop him.
AJ's girlfriend had enough of his drama queen antics and
Yeah.
tried to take charge, but he wasn't done yet, going full man overboard
Oh.
to save his.
Oh,
His
you
stunt earned him a
idiot.
spot in both the Heartbreak Lounge and the officers' hall of frustration.
Give it to me.
Stop.
Give it to
Turn
me.
around and talk to her.
Give it to
Listen,
me.
I'm sorry.
What
but
is it? I can't help you.
Listen, just get back on your boat. You can give me the F3.
AJ,
But
I
look,
can't
I'm gonna
help
go home.
you.
You're not taking me to jail today.
So you're gonna
Well, you're
take
not
it.
resisting.
You're gonna
I'm
take a
not stopping.
felony.
I'm not resisting unless you
AJ,
They ain't going to jail soon.
AJ,
Idiot.
stop.
Listen, you're telling me I'm resisting and I'm not.
You are, because I'm
But
telling
you're
you to come
swimming
here.
away.
You work
Give me
with
the other
me.
charge. Give me the other
Give me
charge
the
and tell them I
code.
swam away.
No.
Give me the code. I need it. I can't help
You
you.
on radio and tell him it's time to
Jesus,
leave.
dude.
I
You
don't.
can.
This
No,
whole
I'm trying to leave.
situation is a
That's fine.
mess.
But
No,
I'm not
you're gonna
resisting.
come here. Come
AJ,
here.
I
You're
don't have
resisting.
his phone number.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. Hey.
942 Marathon. The subject is fleeing.
I don't have any way to do anything, AJ. I am gone after this. I'm telling you.
He's also
I'm leaving.
resisting without violence.
I'm leaving. I can't. I don't know how to drive a boat.
We'll be right back.
She needs help. We will be right back, sir. She's angry.
It's not
Then
already
you should have made the decision to sit with your girlfriend if you're worried about her, because she's angry right now. You're leaving her. Think about that.
Yeah,
She's mad right now. She's angry.
you are being selfish right now. Stop. Stop. Do not put this on anyone else. You're projecting and just
Oh
pointing
my
blame.
god,
Stop.
dude.
Grow up. Stop.
Dude,
You're being
what are you
emotional. You're letting your
doing?
emotions get the best of you, dude. It's not that deep, dude.
You're
It's not
already in the
that
water, brother. Just keep swimming.
Okay, how
Just
about
keep
we-
swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Keep
Just
swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah, he literally jumped off the boat.
Fish
and
had
started
some
swimming. We might
right
get him
one
on the boat, but
time.
He's being absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my
So they're
god.
literally right. What? Yeah, just in case he does make. I mean, he's swimming like a fish, so it's like 2 years.
Oh, so he took her advice.
We're just gonna wait for you.
Unfortunately, his attempt to stress a point only left him stressed as the officers patiently waited him out. He clearly forgot he was
Jesus, yo,
veteran
he was
officers' music
he was
team
full blown
and how
committed
to
to
teach
just
a
paddling.
stubborn swimmer a lesson in obedience.
Yeah, please, sounds good.
Funny.
Yeah, you're the one that did that. Don't blame me for your problem. Yes, you did. We just told you 3 times, dude. Just sit back and let him tire himself
Where are
out.
you gonna go?
He's an idiot. Put your thoughts on.
You're gonna go under the sea.
Underneath for like half a second.
She's anchored.
This dude is
She's
so
anchored.
I'm
stupid.
so
Yes, she is. I literally
dead.
saw the anchor.
No anchor on the boat.
So how? What's the line? What is the line going to the bottom of the ocean at your bow?
Hazmat. No anchor on that boat right now.
You are a problem right now, dude. I can't with you. I mean, this is all unnecessary, but you're making it
I don't
worse.
understand how you don't see that.
You already gave me 2 charges.
We offered for you to not have that be the case. I don't understand why you're acting like we chose to do that. I understand this is emotional, but you're literally making it so much worse than it has to be, and I don't get it. The warrant's not going to go away. You have to deal with it. So I don't
Yeah.
understand why you're adding this to make yourself like your life more difficult. I don't understand. I don't. And now she's going to be very upset with you, and it's just not worth it.
Now you got
Oh.
a warrant and you pissed your
She
girlfriend
said she's
off.
Throw
leaving you. She said,
her
"I'm leaving."
emotions into it. Why don't you? Like,
Yeah, she said she's
not.
leaving you,
She's
so-
not lying. She's not lying.
Yeah.
But like, bigger things to worry about. You got not just the warrant, but you got additional charges, brother.
Dude, you didn't need that.
You got bigger fish to fry. You better hope she stays, let alone pays your bond.
She said
Yeah,
on her
dude.
way out, she's like, "I'm done. I'm
Try-
done."
she's
Like,
still
She's
trying to
like,
help.
I'm done.
She's
So
still
now
trying to
we
help
did-
by getting in touch with his boss.
Yeah,
So-
not only you probably about to lose your job, you about to go to jail, but you also lost your girlfriend.
Yeah, you lost
You may have lost
And
your
but
boat
I'll
because
tell you
she
what
don't
you
know how to
gained.
drive it.
You gained a felony.
I understand it's frustrating, but man, it's not.
Big ol' fat F on your civilian report
You could
card.
have just handled it, bro. Like,
Like-
it probably was not that big.
No,
of a-
man.
If your bond was only 3,000, I don't think it was that big of a
300
deal.
$300.
It was 30,000. He had to pay
Oh,
3,000.
30,000.
Oh, was it 30? I thought it was 3.
Yeah, no, it was
It's
30,000.
No,
Get out.
it was 3.
They said
No, he had
30,000.
to pay the 3.
3,000. You
But
have to pay.
you
You have
paid
to pay 3.
10%.
You paid
so he would have
10%.
paid
Yep.
3,000.
Yeah, so that's what it was. Okay.
And look,
All right.
no charge.
And we will go get her, but you're the one who left her there. You do realize that, right? Why would we believe you?
And he left her out.
Just curious. You're literally swimming to shore, offshore, to avoid what's inevitably going to happen and leaving her. So I don't get it.
Bro, come on.
That's why I can't be a cop. I would have hooked him. I would have went fishing for
I
him.
don't know, a warrant. moving away. Just circling right now.
His silly remarks were met with calm yet sarcastic replies. The officers simply waited, confident he'd eventually tire out.
Like, we're just staying with him. He's swimming. We're letting him try himself out.
Yeah, honestly, this is just ridiculous for us. You don't have to apologize to us yourself at the end of the day. And I don't think she's gonna be too thrilled with you after this. No one
It really
is
made
gonna
it to
run over you.
short.
I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
She's in a boat.
Is this dude on drugs?
Probably. He's probably drunk or something.
That's a long way to shore, bro.
Yeah, it is.
You're literally trying to blame us for quote leaving her out there.
He's still talking to them too. That's what's funny.
You are. We would have towed her in. And if you just did what you were supposed to do, we would have towed her in with us and she wouldn't be out there right now. Fun fact.
They left her out there.
Dude, if you got in the boat, we could go help her. What aren't you comprehending? Seriously, what aren't you comprehending? That's not how that works. Okay, and we got like 5 units on land and we're gonna watch.
They're waiting for you, dude. The helicopter's probably leaving into this. Look, I think I see it. No, that's just a duck. Dust. I thought I saw a helicopter coming in.
And that'd be on you, so I hope you sleep great later. Yeah? How many times do we explain the situation to you? Do you just not comprehend basic English?
Oh my god.
What? You done? How deep we get? I'm just gonna hop up. Are you done or what? Seriously, this is absolutely ridiculous. We're done. We're done. We're done.
We're done. We're done.
Inevitable.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Just like clockwork, he swam to shore, making it easy for the officers to nab their elusive suspect. Even then,
Yeah,
he resisted and still didn't
after
get
that
why
swim,
he was being arrested.
Seriously, what did
Now he's going to jail anytime.
I'm not. All right, then figure it out. Stop.
Like, look,
moving.
if I had a warrant on me, I've never been to jail or been arrested, but if I had a warrant on me and they caught me, I'd just be like, all right.
Oh yeah.
No,
No,
see,
like, look,
I'm not gonna
honestly, don't-
argue.
There's
honestly
no point,
dealt
man.
with one cop. I dealt with one cop that he was like, you know, he got my information and I told him like, listen, I'm just gonna be honest. I may or may not have anything on my name, and by the grace of God, I didn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I may or may not have something on my, you know, on my background. Like I'm kind of nervous. He was like, so should I, like, if you do, is it anything violent? I'm like, no, it's just a car accident that I wasn't notified for the court date on time.
Yeah.
And I went to go seek help, but I left state. I went back home because I'm not from out here. I'm from the East Coast. You know, I was honest with the cop.
Yeah.
So he was like, listen, I'm not gonna run your name then. He ripped out the little the little like paper he writes your name and info on it. He ripped that off, he threw it at me, gave me back my shit. He was like, I don't want to see you on the road for the next week.
Yeah.
Hey,
hey,
bye.
You know, he read your energy. He was told to leave you be. So hey, man,
Yeah, no,
we really
so that-
appreciate you. You popped out to watch. Let's talk about it with me and David, of course, my beautiful fiance Kaylin, Miss Max. So we really appreciate each and every one of you popping out here and hanging out. And we'll see you
Much
next
love, much
Saturday.
love.
We're gonna go enjoy the rest of our weekend up north. We got a lot
I
of
need
content we're gonna be
food.
dropping. We're gonna go get us some food. So we'll talk
I
to
need
you all
another
later.
beer. I need another screwdriver. But you guys enjoy, and I hope if you guys do happen to get more content,
Oh, we will. Yeah,
it's
tomorrow.
with what I've literally glimpsed out of already from what you showed me, it looks like you guys just have an amazing weekend with each other, versus like getting the content over the idea of what you guys out there, but enjoy
Yeah.
each other's presence because you guys do
Everything,
let
yeah.
each other shine, and you guys do help each other shine. So I'm happy for you guys and continue to shining for each other and with each other. And with that being said, remember to keep your confidence, everybody, because that's how you're always going to feel like you're here to stay. And don't let nobody take that away from you. When you allow somebody to have the power to take away your happiness, you're not fully living your life. You must gain that for yourself and on yourself. Other than that, enjoy your weekend,
brother.
everybody. Love you all.
Absolutely.
And remember,
Absolutely.
we're all here to stay because music is for the
You
soul.
know what I'm saying? You
Here
know what
to
I'm
say.
saying? Father God, watch over everybody who's watching the stream, them and their families. May you bring the light into the darkest corners of their lives, and may you show them the way, the only way, the truth, which is your word in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And
Talk to y'all
happy
soon.
Here to
again,
stay.
happy birthday, Casual Pharaoh. Happy
Happy birthday,
again.
Casual again.
Happy birthday, Casual.
All right, y'all.
All
Have a great
right.
weekend.
Take it easy, guys.